Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's me, Primetime 99, Alex Stein, on the grind all the time. Let's go. All right, we're just getting this thing started, so let me try to see if we got our co-host on the show. You know him as the worst producer in Blaze TV history, JVT. He's muted, I see.
What's up? What's up?
Brandon.
Yo.
What the heck, fellas? What's going on?
Dude, I just been thinking about, Lizzo and bananas all day.
Do not get us a strike already, dude. We love Lizzo here. Remember that. You're allowed to eat a banana from anybody.
No, I'm actually, I'm pro her in this situation. I think she was in the right.
I agree. I mean, really, Lizzo's giving them a job. A lot of those women, she's the only person I would hire a fat backup dancer to start with. So, I mean, they,
Exactly.
give her a break.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
I mean, bananas have their own rapper,
And dude, I'm very empathetic because I had a banana gate controversy myself. I tried to feed an employee a banana and everybody takes this the wrong way. I mean, it just sucks. There are people like me and Lizzo out there helping our employees, like helping them, giving them potassium, making sure that they're getting their vitamins, their vegetables. I know it's not a vegetable, but I guarantee you she made them eat tomatoes too sometimes and potatoes. She made them eat French fries. So, the fact that she's like, making them eat a few veggies and fruits when they're probably not in their diet regularly, I think that's actually admirable personally.
I think the difference is that Darius actually enjoyed that. Wow, I don't think her dancers did.
Is that the only thing that's different? Is that Darius likes the sexual attention?
I think so. That's the main difference. And he's not, 400 pounds. Like, I don't know. I saw a clip of the dancers getting interviewed with their lawyer, and they are Lizzo-like in size. So, I mean,
wait, say that again. Wait.
So
say that.
There was a clip where two of the dancers who are suing Lizzo got interviewed. It was like NBC News or something with their lawyer, and they talked about what Lizzo would make them do. And I mean, they were hefty gals. So I have to give them credit because moving around that long at that weight has to be really tiring. So I'm not even hating. I just was observing. But yeah,
that's what I'm saying. When you're that big, you don't think dancing is going to cause you to sweat and make you liable to a cramp. One of the best things to cramping as an ex-athlete, you would know that bananas are one of the best, prophylactics to cramping.
I agree. Absolutely. It shows Lizzo actually cared about her employees. Like when you care about me, when you tell me to read the book, they call me retard. I know it's because you care about me and you want me to advance.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get you I'm trying to get her. Well, I don't know. I kind of do that just not actually to help you, but you know what I mean? Most of the stuff I do is for help. I mean, not everything. I don't bat 1,000. I mean, you only need to bat 300 to get in the Hall of Fame. And that's what I'm shooting for. So, I'm not going to bat 1,000. You guys know that. Nobody does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think Jimmy should just think that he's, been treated pretty well in comparison.
I mean,
he's complaining.
I was just bagging groceries at Walmart in their Best Buddies program, and next I'm producing a hit show at the Blaze. It's pretty awesome.
Well, let's not call it a hit. Yeah, we're not a hit. $10 super chat. Alex, thoughts on NFL tackle Tristan Wirfs having anxiety? Did you see that Tristan Wirfs? They moved him from left tackle to right tackle, I think, or maybe left tackle to right guard.
He said he had an anxiety attack from a new position, which is a little dramatic.
Dude, these players
are a panic. Do you think he cried?
Probably.
I mean, it's a big man crying.
I mean, this is the thing, though. If you're a professional offensive lineman, I mean, at some point in his career, you think he would have had to play almost all the positions on there. Maybe not center, but I mean, I'm sure he's had to step in at guard and practice. I feel like the offensive line is kind of interchangeable. It's not like going from offensive line to wide receiver or something. It's I don't think it's that big of a mental health crisis. They say, hey, block this side, the left side instead of the right. But what do I know? I don't know shite.
I do feel like if you're having panic attacks during practice, you're probably not built for the league.
Agreed.
That's a fair assessment, I think.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like me and you would have panic attacks in practice because you could be destroyed at any second by those large human beings. But
yeah, sometimes.
Jimmy, you should claim you would have made it to the league if you didn't get hurt more often.
I mean, that's pretty much what everyone can say because, like, who knows how good I
you
would have
should
been
do
if
it
I didn't
more.
get hurt. Because
I'm
what the
producing for Alex.
Well, the NFL, they love 6 foot tall white safeties that run 4.7s.
It's true. You got replaced by DEI hires, and now there's no white cornerbacks.
but there is
why.
there is a hack on how. Okay, listen, there is a hack on how to make it to the NFL. It's just all you have to do is teach your kid to be a deep snapper, and you can literally get basically anybody into the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
No, seriously, if you can find a kid like Baby Gronk, he shouldn't be doing all this social media stuff. Baby Gronk needs to be deep snapping because they need him. These people, they work 15 years in the career. I think LP Ladusor, I think he's not the long snapper anymore, but I think he snapped for 18 years to the Cowboys. Pretty
if you're
strong.
good at that, you can really last a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that you got to play the smart game and the long game. I think that's why there's a lot of sports even better than football if you're like trying to encourage your kid to be an athlete. Personally,
dude, I've been watching the Little League World Series all day. It rules so much. It's the best.
What? Unironically, you've been watching it right now?
No, the game's ended for the day. It's unironically the best sporting event of the year. It rules.
Did you wake up early for the U.S. Women's National Team game this morning at 5 a.m.?
Is that the one they lost and they're out of the tournament? Or Rapinoe cried or didn't cry? She laughed.
She did laugh, but I think she was in shock that she missed it so horribly.
I wasn't in shock at all. She was too busy doing lesbian sex to practice. I mean, that's not.
But the lesbians are usually better at sports.
Oh, yeah.
I know. She's a great athlete in her prime, but she's past her prime. She's become a social justice warrior, so she doesn't have the focus that she once had when she was trying to make it, It's like every player, when they sign that big contract, Des Bryant, they don't ever live up to it. And she signed a social contract with society that she'd rather be a fierce girl boss or fierce, anti-American lesbian icon, which not that there's anything wrong with that, instead of focusing on soccer. I think
I'd prefer to be a winning lesbian icon personally.
They exist. I mean, they exist. I can't think of any right now, but I know they're out there. Who's the number one lesbian in the world? Martina Navratilova, athlete, probably.
Sure, why not? I'm not
probably Brittany.
I know who the best women's athlete in the world is.
Well,
Brittany Griner, you think?
Yeah, Brittany Griner, best lesbian.
She's pretty dominant. Yeah, she's
pretty good. She makes it hard for a lot of the other lesbians out there, though. So is that good that she's had that much success? Because she widens the gap for a lot of these other women that are.
Well, the world
makes it harder in a way.
It can't be egalitarian even for lesbians. It's tough for everyone out there.
Jimmy, and so you just made that as your background the other day, but I'm just kind of.
I just didn't.
I don't know.
It. I can change.
No, I know. But I understand the picture of you and Carrie, but is the picture behind that just the wallpaper of Windows?
I took a screenshot of it's like the default wallpaper for the MacBook.
Oh, are you having a kid or something?
I don't know if I brought it up yet. Actually, to segue off of that.
Did you see Allie Beth Stuckey's looks like she's about to pop? I think she's gonna have her baby any minute. I just saw her. No, I swear I saw her Instagram. I mean that with all due respect. She just looks like she's about to have her baby.
It's just such a funny way to describe a human being
about to pop.
She's ready to pop.
That baby's coming out soon. I don't care what anybody says. I can tell that baby's ready to come out. Because I think she posted something, and I could be wrong. I'm not a mathematician, but I swear. I mean, let's see if we can pull it up on Instagram right now. Let's go to Instagram. Let's go to Allie Beth. Okay, let's go to. Gosh, I hope nothing comes up. Okay, Allie. Dude, I'm so worried too because we're on YouTube. Any of these
super chat. Get Coach Jason Brown's opinion on Tristan Wirf's anxiety. I think he's already tweeted about it. Called him a pussy.
I was gonna say I can guess what he called him.
Okay, and someone super chat. Yo, Alex, I'm extremely curious. What's your beef with Brittany Venti?
Okay, hold on. Wow. Had a sweet shower 37 weeks. That's 9 months. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but I think that's 9 months.
I was born at 37 weeks, so yeah, she
okay.
She could be
later.
Right. I came a little early, but that's a very late baby shower.
Well, she's probably busy, Jimmy. She's actually like a social media icon, so she has, she has to
Yeah.
freaking go give speeches and do stuff. And
Hmm.
okay, speaking of, should we get? Well, crap, I almost don't want to show Twitter either because there's porn on Twitter. But
Well, actually, what I
hell,
was gonna say is, Alex, I'm about to make a very big purchase that I think will be a great bit on the show. I'm buying a pregnancy labor pain simulator, and we can have Carrie simulate childbirth live on the show if you wanted. I think that'd be funny on me.
yeah, that'd be good. Or we could just really
I
have a
got.
baby. I mean, I'm sure I can get a woman to actually perform a live birth probably on the show.
Is that against is that against YouTube policy?
I
We'll do it
don't
on
know. I mean,
Rumble.
we
That's
could
very
blur.
women
We'll do
empowering.
no. We'll do that. We'll do that on Rumble. Rumble exclusive. Live.
No.
birth.
I think we could do it. We'll just have you behind a curtain. I mean, because I think you can show a baby like that. I mean, really, it wouldn't even be hard to get one of these immigrants that have just come across the border. I'm sure they would have a public baby, no problem.
I don't know.
Maybe a
Someone
learning
just
experience.
commented, "OMG, studio birth. Get a hot tub."
Oh, ew.
Dude, that would be your most viral video, Jimmy. You feigning
All
from the baby coming out.
I mean, do you want me to live stream the birth?
You mean you should?
Yeah.
I took a childbirth class yesterday. It was virtual, but they showed videos of actual childbirth, and it's pretty shocking.
Why? Because it comes out of the butthole and not the vagina, like a lot of people think.
Well, at first, yeah, it's a common misconception. It's the butthole. A lot more than the baby comes out. Put it that way. They tried to
What does that mean? Does her heart or organs come out? Do they have to put that back in?
Just a lot of gross color stuff. And
how do
then
you
the
think birth
placenta.
worked? How did it work? Like in the olden days, all these women would, die during
Like a
childbirth.
third of them would just
It-
die. And bleed out.
Death usually is how I believe it worked.
And then most of them would like never just be the same. Like they're, yeah.
Did you see though? There's
They,
Well, I'll pull this up. There's a woman who, what is it? I got to go to Daily Mail though. I mean, this is the most ridiculous thing. Look at this. Share screen. This is so freaking annoying. This woman was 40 and just like she was a doctor. I don't know why she would do this. Hold on. Let's go to share. This should be working now. So look at this. Neighbors reveal cops and ambulances were called to top New York City doctor's home at least twice before she shot dead her baby and herself in murder-suicide. Claimed she was so private they didn't even know she was pregnant. So, like, I mean, how could a woman have a successful job and a career and a life? Like, this has to be like postpartum depression or something. I mean, this is so weird that.
Okay, that's
would happen.
interesting you say that because they talked about postpartum depression and that it can mess with your mind so much that the husband's job is to make sure they don't think about hurting themselves or the baby. They literally described
that's
this
what I'm
scenario.
saying.
So that's like a
Dude.
real thing that I mean, that's probably the most extreme, obviously, circumstance of it. But like your hormones are so crazy and you get so tired that your brain can literally just go mad.
I mean, this girl is pretty and like a doctor. I mean, I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I mean, this would be the
bad.
last girl that I would think would do a murder or suicide deal. I mean,
Who would be the first girl?
a few of my ex-girlfriends.
Okay.
Not my latest ones, just old ex-girlfriends, but none of the recent ones. I want to clarify that. But some of the ones from college and
would it be a team job? Would they like all team up to take you down, or would it just be one rogue actor?
just saying, if a woman got pregnant with my baby and she got postpartum depression, I would be empathetic to that. I mean, it would be hard to have a baby with a person like me. I mean,
yeah.
Look at this woman, just went missing. 37-year-old woman missing. Like, what the hell?
Wait, are we not going to talk about Obama being gay?
Well, we've already been talking about that on the show for the past year, but now it's news.
Well,
it's
but
ridiculous.
now it's in a book.
I know, his biographer, but I've been saying this for forever, dude.
I think Barack's just tried everything. He's open-minded. That's part of his brand.
I thought you would have appreciated the confirmation.
Let me find. Hold on. Let me do this. Stop sharing. Let me try to find this. Yeah, I mean, I didn't need confirmation because I'm about to play this video that had all the confirmation that I needed. A guy by the name of Larry Sinclair. We're gonna play his little information. Okay. Yeah, why? What do you think about that? Jimmy probably doesn't believe it. Jimmy probably thinks Obama's like
No, I think it's realistic. Like some people just like are into that stuff secretly.
Honestly, dude, I think all the politicians are probably gay to an extent. I think there's all sorts of rituals they got to be doing.
I think it's
I
more
just
that a
don't.
lot of them are sexual deviants and just want to try everything,
Yeah,
whether
deviant's
with
a good way to
kids
put
or
it.
their opposite or the
I
same
mean,
gender.
that's.
My
I don't
question
know
is just
that.
like, why would you write that? Why would you put that in writing? If you're gonna think it, that's fine, but you probably shouldn't put it in writing.
All right, this is before Obama was president.
I can't. We can't hear it, or I can't.
I was gonna pretend
Can-
to for a little while longer.
Y'all can't hear it.
No.
No.
Entire screen share system audio. Okay, now it should work. Hold on.
Made a telephone call.
There we go.
It was significant from a cell phone to a presently unknown individual during which Senator Obama arranged the cocaine purchase. Senator Obama and I then departed the bar in my limousine and proceeded to an unknown location where Senator Obama exited the limousine with $250, which was provided to him by me. Returned a short while later with an 8-ball of cocaine, which he gave to me. I did ingest a couple of lines of cocaine, and shortly thereafter, Senator Obama produced a cylinder pipe and packet of crack cocaine from his pocket. Obama then smoked the crack cocaine. I performed fellatio on Senator Obama in the limousine during the time Senator Obama was smoking crack cocaine, after which I had the driver take me to my hotel, the Comfort Suites, Gurnee, Illinois. The following day, November 7th, 1999.
Wow.
So
When was that?
That was in 2008, and this is the full press conference for a lot of people. That's an hour, but that was kind of some of the high spots.
On November 6th,
I mean, look, I know you knew he was gay, but now everyone's gonna have to question it. You'll be seeing, it'll make you seem smart. You get to brag about
But does this mean he's gay, or is he just, a little freaky?
I don't know, bi-curious.
Jimmy,
maybe,
that means you're gay, Jimmy. Yes, dude. If you're snorting cocaine and smoking crack in limousines and getting BJs from dudes, that's gay. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Congratulations.
It's pretty gay, but I mean, like,
We
if
applaud
you're
that.
gonna be gay, be that kind of gay. That sounds really fun.
Jimmy, it's not that fun once you get monkeypox, though, for some. I don't know. Maybe monkeypox is treatable with a vaccine, so who knows? Maybe it's good.
I'm not sure monkeypox is real. I think they just wanted to scare people.
It is real. Do not say that on this thing. Do not give any medical advice on this stream. Everything is real, that according to the World Health Organization, all right, and the CDC. And
I was citing an
just do not talk about medical stuff. Let's just talk about freaking me getting canceled. You guys see this late hot takes? Let me find this.
Oh, what's the latest?
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm getting absolutely crushed right now by Patriot takes. Have you guys not seen this?
Oh yeah,
I consider that a highlight, to be honest.
I don't know. I mean, I'm when you read the comments on this thing, it's not the best. I'll tell you.
Well, what, you expect to have fans on the Patriot Takes comments?
I no, because some right wingers have come out and mad at this, and then some people have been on my side, of course. But I would like to share this because, dude, I need to DMCA strike them. Now they got an extra I got 20 million, but they got 1 million views on my video. Blaze Town, Alex. Mine got 20 million. Mine's at 20 million. They reposted this. They didn't even embed mine. They just straight up stole my video. So I think I need to DMCA strike them, but I'll let it get a little more heat. Because I mean, I don't mind people watching the video. I think if you watch it objectively, yeah, I antagonized her a little bit, but that was right after she started calling me the N-word. That's the only reason I filmed it. She starts calling me the N-word like crazy. And there's all these African Americans around. It was awkward. Like, those are two black dudes. She's calling. That's why he's laughing. That's why she's calling me the N-word. It was so crazy.
Yeah, I think you just need to preface that next time. Not that you really care, but
some of these quotes are really bad. This dude literally just films himself harassing strangers while his network, The Blaze, tries to position itself as a serious player in the conservative news. This is what MAGA finds funny. I mean, just some of this stuff is just so stupid. I mean, I don't even really care, but it's just funny how they get 1 million views on my video. And then my version is at over 20 million right now. So, I mean, what am I going to do? But I would like to address this video and say that this woman just started antagonizing me by calling me the N-word first. And so I just started filming because I'm an expert when it comes to reality TV. I knew that this is going to be so awkward and that this is going to trigger people because she's a Hispanic person giving me, racial slurs. And then on top of that, she's pregnant. We're at a Taco Bell. It's a direct representation or reflection of what society really is today. We're all just like trying to get our bean burrito. But, while we're trying to get it, of course, the Taco Bell is not working. That's kind of like a representation of how the system's screwed up. And then we become like, what was the novel, Lord of the Flies, where it's a bunch of kids, on an island? Is that what it is? And they're all fighting for the conch shell. That's this is the vibe in that room. It becomes Lord of the Flies. Who can get their bean burrito? Who can get their cheesy bean and rice burrito first? And it's not even that her and I dislike each other. It's just that the tensions are high, that we all want to be somewhere else, but we're all waiting for that conch shell, that metaphorical conch shell, so that we can be, oh, my order's ready? Oh, I'm going to go. But then, you break off into these weird tribes, like in Lord of the Flies. It's like a reality TV show where, these two people team up for whatever reason against these three people. And a lot of people are just getting triggered by this video. So I'm happy that it's doing that. But somebody, mostly peaceful Latinas, got mad at me. They're like, who is this Alex Stein guy? He's a blah, 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 blah. Just a lot of haters from this video. Even the people that ideologically kind of align with me.
I love so much that it's this clip going viral. What a funny moment to have go so viral. Not anything you do with the politicians. It's the fight you got in at the Taco Bell delivery desk.
Exactly.
I know, but it's actually
rules.
No, it's sad because all these people are like, oh, I liked when he was harassing congressmen, not little pregnant Latino women or Latina women. I'm like, first of all, she started it. She was like whacked out in that Taco Bell. And so, yeah, I mean, I do need to go after some politicians, though. I can't just keep on going after people.
I don't know. Do what's viral, baby. Come on. Go to Burger King next.
Okay,
Let's just keep hitting drive-thrus and getting in fights.
BK, where's my Whopper? Where's my Whopper at? Look at her hit me. I'm looking at the video right now. I mean, it was crazy. Yeah, I don't think she was on prenatals, honestly. Oh, people are saying big belly Latina. I like that.
That's so fucked up. That's so funny.
How is that fucked up? How is that bad, though?
Just because she's pregnant and just I don't. It's not really fucked up. It's just funny.
Nah. You act out.
It
like
is
that.
funny.
You deserve to be called fat. That's hilarious.
Well, I don't know. I mean, she really probably should have be a little heavier, to be honest, for having a baby. You think she would have a little more weight, but what the hell? Like I said, what do I know? We're not. What is this? I got a weird email from Fox anchor turned blah blah blah. I get it, the weirdest DMs, guys. Who is this? Realize how much of a coward you are heckling a woman. Like, I would love to meet you face to face. What kind of punk ass bitch are you? So I'm getting a lot of hate messages from that.
I just sent you an email of my weekend project.
Okay, let me check this.
I like the suspense.
You sent it to Primetime Stein?
Yes.
I have not gotten it yet. Oh, I got to unblock you, damn it. All right, let me unblock your email. No, I don't have you blocked. I haven't got it yet. Maybe it takes a minute because we're using my internet. Might be going slow, but we have almost 500 people here. I got to check the Rumble stream. How's the Rumble stream? Are we live on Rumble? Let me see.
I'll have to check. I'm only on Rumble this week.
Oh, why is that?
What does that mean? Oh, because you got your thing, because you got a strike.
I'll save my comments for Rumble.
What?
Oh,
damn, yeah. Don't say it on here because you're going to get us a strike, dude.
Wait. This is hidden in plain sight, not Chad, correct? Or is it Chad's?
Yes.
Yeah. No, not Chad. Chad's fine.
I feel like Chad actually says they can get him canceled and just YouTube just doesn't care. Didn't he Call someone
they,
FA double G's.
they usually don't until they do, is how it goes.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to tweet out the link. We'll see if we get some more people here. We
Yeah,
got almost
125
500.
in Rumble right now.
Yeah, I just got into Rumble. We're grooving.
That's pretty good.
Everyone-
Okay, hold on. Let me see. People are saying, oh, I liked it. I miss the old Conspiracy Castle live streams when I would have Jaren on. I need to have Jaren on, guys, so you guys can get Icewalled. Yeah, so you can get Icewalled. Chat is based.
We need to set up him versus Space Hunk.
yeah.
Who's Space Geek? Who? I'll set him up
Space
right
Hunk.
now. Oh yes, dude, let's do that. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get Alan to set that up right now.
Matt
you think
Lohmeyer.
Do you think Matt would do it though? Because can we have we'd have to do it on this stream. We'd have to do it on the stream that I'm moderating because we don't even have the tech to do it at the Blaze. It'd be a pain.
Well, he's the one who brought it up. He's like, oh, all those flat earthers, here's like 5 questions I would ask them that they can't explain. It would be very interesting of how if Jaredism would get defensive or if he has like pre-planned explanation. Dude,
he has pre-planned crap, dude. Here, I'm sending him the link right now. Let's see if he'll take on the fight. Dude, so did you guys hear about my freaking Tim Pool thing when what's his name grabbed a gun? Modine grabbed a gun, slow mo, I call him.
Wait, he did what?
Well, I just realized this, and I love Modine. Yeah, he pulled a gun. Okay, so I made a joke, not even a joke about the Queen, but I brought up the Queen, and then all of a sudden, like, he got really pissed, and like, there's an old antique musket, right? And that sounds crazy, but he grabs the musket, and when he grabbed the musket, he knocked over an actual loaded gun, and the gun fell pointing at me, a rifle, actually, as a matter of fact. And Tim's like, no. And at the end of the stream, I was like, yeah, I can't believe you pulled a gun on me, slow-mo. And it's just bad. And dude, long story short, I love Modine and Mo. I mean, somebody clips this and shows this to him. It might be kind of out of context. This is why the fight between Mo and I is off. First of all, he doesn't want to fight me after he met me. But, me, I was like, oh, should I antagonize him? Should I, like, keep on trying to make him join? But hold on, let me try to figure this out. Dude, after talking with freaking let me see if I can text this. All right. What I'm saying is, let me try to get my thoughts coherent. After doing a debate with Mo where we weren't going to kill each other and, knock each other's heads off metaphorically in a video game, a Minecraft, in a boxing ring, whatever, word we have to say to make it YouTube safe. Mo is not 100% there. He's like a peer tutor needing guy. Like he went to the special class when he went to school. I mean, and I, as a kid that I had to go to special class too. I mean, that doesn't mean that he can't kick my ass. That does not mean there's a lot of people out there that are special needs that could just kick my ass like that. But Mo is not one of them. So if I got in that ring and I beat up Mo, this is what I'm telling you. Mo couldn't fight me because he was so scared. Like, he was scared after he saw how tall I was and how big. So now if I was going to go into the ring now after I'm bigger, he hasn't trained, and I beat him up, it would be like beating up a disabled person, like beating up slow Mo. It would. It would.
I don't know. Muhammad Ali would do it.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali would do a lot of stuff, but I'm not Muhammad Ali. I mean, I'm just listen. I respect Mo. I like Mo. I don't want to knock Mo's head off anymore. I think Mo has like the comprehension skills of like 16, 15-year-old. I mean,
so that's like 2 years apart.
Exactly right. We're not far off. I mean, I'm not even trying to say that like I'm so much smarter than Modine, but he's just not. He's not organized enough to do a professional fight.
It's got to be Hassan then. Can you trick Hassan into this?
Hassan's not going to fight me, but supposedly I'm going to be fighting a guy named Mike Harrington at Skankfest. I mean, it hasn't been 100% confirmed, and he's like 300 pounds. People are telling me that he's going to kick my ass. He's so much bigger, but he's shorter.
That'd be cool.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of people want to see me get my ass kicked, so maybe I'll make some people happy for once.
Well, see, I was trying to give you the easy fight that you could have won.
Who? I mean, I could have easily beat Mo. Mo's so lucky. And that's why I do believe in God. That's why I do believe in the creator. This sounds crazy, but after this weekend, I remember sitting at
Allah saved him?
Allah saved him, because I was at the Admiral's Lounge. I was just like, if I would have beat him up and then I would have given him brain damage, or let's say he did something later on in life that they could pin back on me that, oh, Mo is normal till Alex beat him up and now he's in a nursing home, or he's needs government assistance, heavy nurse, 24/7 care, that kind of, he would be a leech to the medical system in the UK, and then I would feel guilty about that because they have universal health care, but he would need such care. It would take about the taxes of 100 different United Kingdom residents to even pay for probably 1 year of serious 24/7 care. So for me, honestly, I'm not just saying this is wrestling, fake, cutting a promo. I think it's better that it ended up this way. And now I'm going to fight somebody else, and I'm probably going to end up getting my ass kicked. Like, that's going to happen.
But you'll be ready.
I don't know how ready I'll be. I mean, I'll be more ready than Mo is not ready at all. I mean,
Yeah, that's why I'm so bummed, because you would have actually destroyed him. But
bro, let's just start doing steroids. Come on.
No steroids. Guess who just texted the stream?
Who?
Helen. See this watermelon Helen. That's what I call her.
Uh-oh.
Remember when she called in? We met her on this show about a month ago, and now she's texting me. But we need to get some people going in this chat. We need to get them mad. Like, look at this. Oh, and we need to mod some people up.
People are asking if this is a call-in show. This will transition to a call-in, correct?
I mean, yeah, I guess we can. We can start taking calls. Should we start taking them right now?
I didn't know. So someone just commented asking.
Well, who? I don't know who did. Somebody call
on Rumble. Someone said, "Is this a call-in show?"
Ooh, I mean, I feel like we should do the call-ins, but we should just stay on YouTube. That's the problem. Is when we go on Rumble, our audience just goes away.
What if you fought Dan Crenshaw?
I would love to fight Dan Crenshaw or Baked Alaska or any of these guys. Like, I would love to box him. I'd love to box. There's a lot of different people. There's a guy, Stevie Lou, that kind of called me out. I'd like to box. But I would like to box somebody with some clout that's, kind of crazy too, but it's not that easy to find people that want to fight. People are saying fight Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde would kick my ass. I mean, eventually maybe I would, but I don't want to right now. I don't want my first fight to be Sam. So I don't know. But we do need to get a fight going. We need to get a freaking boxing match. Imagine you need a remaining population to be dumbed down on self-consumption via hip-hop and fast food. Okay, yeah, Savrix. I like that.
You should
But I like hip-hop and I like McDonald's. So
you should fight 2-on-1 with. You should fight 2-on-1 with like two girls. Do like Josie.
I would do that.
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
2-on-1.
I'd fight 3 girls at once, and I mean that'd be easy.
4.
I mean, depends on who they are, what they're about. If it's 4 fat women, yeah, but like 4 in shape women, probably not.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
Right. There's got to be a Russian company. Can the gummy company sponsor that? How do we get this?
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Is we finally get the CBD sponsor. Everything's like, no, I don't have pants on for people in the chat. I just have shorts. But I don't even know. Tim Pool said that you can't have a CBD sponsor and that he had to go back and delete the episodes that he had one on.
Well, what does Tim know?
I mean, he knows a lot, but that would really surprise me because it's legal. So
I know, but do you guys see a lot of freaking CBD ads on YouTube? I don't know if I do, because it's not No, this is the argument. It's not federally legal. CBD is a state law. Federally, it's actually still illegal.
No, CBD's fine across state lines. It's THC percentage, but I don't know.
But federally, I still think CBD derived from hemp is illegal federally, I believe.
Well, I don't think they arrest the people who read the ad reads.
I don't know, but I do know also that marijuana is still a Scheduled 1 drug, meaning that it has no medicinal use whatsoever, according to the federal government. Yeah. Yet I think like heroin is like a Scheduled 2 or something.
Cocaine to Schedule 2.
Yeah, also, the email finally went through, Alex.
Did you just now got the email with the link?
No, I just sent you. I sent you the email from earlier. I accidentally sent it to myself.
Okay, I'm confused. I sent you an email and then you actually. Okay, Jimmy Dore is a CBD sponsor, but he does delete his streams. Okay, see. Is that how Jimmy does it? Jimmy Dore does it? He takes his streams off because, dude, he gets such a good live audience. He had 35K. I mean, Tim Pool always gets 35K, but he's been doing it a long time, and he has the Joe Rogan, bump, so he's always going to be successful.
So you need to get you on Rogan one time.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, dude, Tim Pool had one of the most legendary Rogan podcasts ever where he called out, what's his name? Jack or whatever.
Jack Dorsey.
Oh, yeah. And Vijaya got it. That was
I mean, Tim was epic in that. Yeah, a lot of people I want to hate on Tim Pool. He was great in that episode. I love Tim personally, but I'm just saying, for the people that are like, I don't like, I'm like, well, I mean, Tim did basically hold the CEO or I don't know if she was the CEO, but she was obviously high.
She was like the head of all. She was basically the head of all decisions.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, Tim, that was legendary. That freaking blew him up. So that was much needed.
Mm-hmm.
Do people want us to take calls already? I think is that what they want?
No, someone was just asking. I haven't.
We need to start getting guests on this stream, and then we can just sit here and talk to the guests.
Yeah, dude. Marry me.
Yeah, of course you couldn't.
Come on, let's 90.
Yeah, we need Josie. We can get all the random people here on this show. Yeah. I mean, that's what we need to do. People are saying ride the fence, Tim. I mean, I don't understand why people are so against riding the fence. And I know that sounds weird, but since when is being moderate and not just going all to one side a bad thing? I mean, I think kind of that's 20 better to kind of.
Also, Tim is not riding the fence. He's incredibly.
Yeah, I know he loves Trump. Yeah. But I'm just saying, in general. I mean, I guess we all lean one direction, but I think really, actually, I think more people vibe with kind of the middle than far right politics. So I don't know. Whatever.
You see his sick kickflips.
Whose?
Tim?
Dude,
he keeps.
Yeah, his was sick, but that was sick. He had it in the air and kicked the board back. So what? I mean, whatever. I mean,
how can you hate the man? He's just living life, skateboarding,
and he's a musician, dude. Yeah. He's building like a $300,000 new skate facility where he's gonna have a skating show. He was explaining to me, but I couldn't understand a lot of it because it was kind of above my comprehension level. But dude, so we love Tim Pool.
He's building his own Neverland Ranch, just without the bad stuff.
Well, Neverland Ranch had all the good stuff. Christy, Alex, I cried after you got kicked out of the Apple Store. Ha. People like that Apple Store video.
Yeah, that did pretty well. You got.
I mean, we did talk about doing that again at some point, a little more dialed in.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. On Wednesday, Jimmy, you need to sign up. This is what we might have to do on Wednesday for Wednesday's show. Dallas City Council, they make it so hard to speak. Whenever I sign up, they put me at the end. So I haven't been hardly going there because I go there in the morning and then they make me speak at the end. Well, sometimes the meeting ends at 4 or 5. Potentially, maybe Wednesday could be a live episode. And I have the better mics. I actually saw these live streamers. They use these DJI mics that I have, and theirs sounds good. If we use the mics and we go to City Hall in Dallas, theoretically, I could do my speech live, and then I could just go mess around downtown there for an hour, and we could just kind of see how that works in Dallas.
In general, I think that's a great idea, but we have Mark Dice Wednesday. That's a huge guess.
Yeah, but Mark's a friend of mine. Mark would probably be the most understandable of doing that. Mark actually went and did this as well. He went and spoke. So Mark would be totally cool with it. If we could figure out how to do exactly how we Skyped in last time, and it's David Lucas and Mark's on, yeah, I think he would probably be A-okay with it personally because he is a friend.
Yeah, well, as long as you discuss that with him so he's not surprised. Not that he would care. I don't know him as well as you, but
people are saying $2 super chat. Not gonna lie, prefer this format over the regular studio. Examoon. That's what they always say, because this is another thing, Examoon. This is why people aren't vibing with our show just yet. Is that when you see something that you're not used to, you're like, oh, what is this? I don't like this. But when you see StreamYard, every slapdick podcaster, I don't mean that as an insult. I'm just saying everybody has a StreamYard podcast. So when you see this, it is recognizable. You see other people doing this. So that's why you like this format. But I'm telling you, we're doing a format that's not even supposed to be, like everybody else. It's supposed to be totally different. So that's why I get at first. What we're developing on our show is a very cult following. And I love it that way because we have the people that support our show have been diehard fans, making clips, talking crap, defending our back. I'm just really surprised with the we're not the biggest audience, but I'm telling you, we got some diehard loyal fans
that we do
that really like this show, and that's who we do it for. I mean, we don't do this show for the masses. All right, $10 super chat. Sign up to the Freemason Lodge for the next show. Yeah, we'll do that, dude. We will do that. We're gonna be going live, and I'm telling you, I think with better audio, which those DJI mics, I think that'll be it. We got to do that more often because that was so funny. Me crying at the Apple Store, people were dying at that.
That was so ridiculous. Those huge black dudes had no idea what to do with you. He looks like Kimbo Slice.
He did look like Kimbo Slice. So that was. Anyways, good stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to pull something up. Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
I said so. My weekend project is we've been making a baby registry, but I decided to make a dad registry, and I made a website link for it.
Okay, is this Jimmy? No, you're gonna share. You can share the link in the chat or something, but dude, no, a dad registry. That's not a thing, bro.
I know, but I made it a thing, and you're gonna laugh at it because it made it funny.
Can you guys hear that?
No.
Oh my gosh, you guys can't hear shit.
We heard the last one.
Now you're about to hear a bunch of shit, motherfuckers.
Let's do it.
Mass matter by the incredible, terrible mass media.
Did he perform sexual acts on you? Did he force you to perform sexual acts on him? What was the nature of the abuse?
Yes, exactly what you said.
Ew.
On me and forced me to perform sexual acts on him.
At every opportunity, the media has dissected and manipulated these allegations to reach their own conclusions.
Why did you deny it? Because that felt like a great opportunity to say, well, yeah, some of the same things have happened to me.
I did not testify out of thinking I was doing something good or knowing that what he did was bad. I was afraid of being caught.
I ask all of you to wait and hear the truth before you label or condemn me. Don't treat me like a criminal, because I am innocent.
Oral sex, full penetration, anal stuff. It seemed like he liked it.
Don't get excited, Jimmy.
So,
like the infatuation and how much I was attracted to him, and then also his really his attraction to you for making you feel special.
I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin.
The Neverland boy rumors, the surgery stuff, the being in his business, calling him a widow. He couldn't do anything. He was a man that was full of joy, but he gave the joy to the world.
Michael Jackson, from the time he was that big, did nothing but perform. Right. No life, no kid life, no nothing. So to him, hurting a child, he'd rather hurt an adult. If he was going to hurt somebody, he would never hurt a child. This is the last person in the world, because to him, they were the only people that understood him.
Keep in mind that until a trial and until somebody has evidence, the nature of the evidence is what matters.
Right.
Not the seriousness of the allegations. Until somebody has some, you shouldn't believe a darn thing because you don't know.
Rush Limbaugh had his back.
Recognize this as quite possibly the single most famous.
Everybody's wrong occasionally.
Recognizable person in the history of modern time.
He's been treated by the dirty.
Michael is much more.
What, Jimmy?
Michael was a hard.
You're about to learn about him being innocent. What? Why are you making that face?
I just saw him kissing a doll, and it just made me uncomfortable.
Jimmy, that makes you uncomfortable. I literally feed men bananas on your produced show. So do not.
That also makes me
pearls.
uncomfortable.
Do not clutch your pearls and respect MJ. Look at him holding that stick. That Super Bowl performance. Jimmy?
Wade Robson was my first witness in Michael Jackson's criminal trial. And I had to think long and hard about whether we even needed to put on a defense case because the cross-examination of prosecution witnesses went very well. But I decided to put on a case. And when you do that, you want to start strong and you want to end strong. I started with one of my strongest witnesses for Michael Jackson, Wade Robson. He was adamant that he had never been touched, never been molested, never been abused directly or indirectly. I called his mother and sister as witnesses to corroborate what he said because they traveled on these tours too.
No, I've slept in the same bed as Michael. It's just you watch cartoons, you fall asleep. You know, it's just a friendship. And I know he would never do anything to hurt my brother. He's the nicest guy you've ever met.
I've been there when these kids have been in Michael's room. I've been there with them. It's just party time. They watch videos, they eat junk food, they play video games. There's nothing more to it than that.
And to have him suddenly reverse course so radically years after Michael Jackson's passed away and can't speak up for himself is outrageous.
But Wade Robson did swear under oath.
Wade Robson, I put him on as my witness, and he was subjected to a withering cross-examination by Prosecutor Ron Zeldin from the Santa Barbara District Attorney's Office, and Ron went after him, and Ron's a good prosecutor. He would not waver. He was adamant he was never touched. So to suddenly come back years later and say we want millions of dollars, we were brainwashed, we had repressed memory, we didn't face the facts, we didn't deal with reality, I just find very, very suspicious.
The Jackson family points out to us that your story's changed after Michael's death, is what they're saying. They also believe that if he were still alive, you all would not be sitting here talking to us right now. There would be no movie, there would be no documentary, you would not be talking. What do you say to them? And he can't defend himself, of course, because he's no longer here.
Right.
This isn't the other kids have come forward when he was alive.
Meanwhile, CBS obtained a secretly taped phone conversation allegedly between the father of the boy who accused Jackson of sexual abuse and the boy's stepfather. Listen to this.
This man is going to be humiliated beyond belief. I will not believe it. He will not believe it can happen. Beyond his worst nightmares. So one more record. If I go through with this, I win big time. I will get everything I want. There will be no place forever.
Jackson's private investigator says the tapes prove that Jackson is telling the truth about his accusers just wanting money.
Them accusing him of just the most horrible things. This kid's father has committed suicide because he just couldn't take it. And now the kid has come forth and said, Michael never touched him.
Father of a boy who back in the early 1990s in a highly publicized case you probably remember accused Michael Jackson of molesting him. Well, that father committed suicide in Jersey City. Peter Thorne is there now live now with the latest on the investigation. Peter?
Jim, just months after Michael Jackson's sudden demise, as you mentioned, another shocking death, and this time, as you said, it is somebody who is closely linked to an infamous accusation against the King of Pop. The gruesome scene unfolded behind locked doors at this luxury waterfront high-rise here on Hudson Street in Jersey City. Multiple sources reporting former Beverly Hills dentist turned aspiring screenwriter Evan Chandler was found dead here inside his Jersey City home. Chandler is the father of the boy who once accused Michael Jackson of molestation.
Other kids have come forward when he was alive.
12-year-old Gavin and his brother and sister.
Okay, now watch this story. This is the second kid. Remember, he's never been convicted. They charged him. He's never lost a lawsuit. I think it was 2 different times. One, he settled to the first kid, Jordy. But watch this kid. This kid's story is like crazy. He has like no dad. He's suffering from cancer, and then Michael gets in his life, and all of a sudden his cancer goes away. But just watch this.
Gavin met Jackson 2 years ago after he'd been told he was dying of cancer.
They great? Not sick at all. No more cancer. All gone.
He told my parents to plan for his funeral because there was no chance.
They told your parents to
plan for his funeral. They told he wasn't going to grow. He wasn't going to be able to have kids. He had growth spurts during chemotherapy.
I went from 4'10" to 5'4". See, medicine don't know it all, do they?
My children and me.
He said doctors don't know it all. Michael is even speaking about the COVID narrative before COVID. Okay, that's a joke, but we love the COVID narrative. Everything the doctor said is right. Go ahead.
Rejection is to be neglected, to be spit on, to be talked about, to be made an outsider, only because of our status in life, or what we were going through. And Michael did not have that. He said, come to him, not just Gavin, but Star and Dablin and me, and called us his family. And Gavin was the one that asked him, could I call you Daddy? And Michael said, of course. And so through him, it sparked Star and Gab and David calling him Daddy Michael. Very innocent and beautiful relationship, which everyone has spun it out of control.
He's a very loving, caring, humble man. He took us under his wing when nobody else would. He didn't turn us away like all the people were doing.
and he gave my brother the extra little spark he needed in his mind, because my brother was to the point where he couldn't even move. He couldn't even talk. And he gave my little brother so much.
And the Arvizo family suddenly have decided that Michael had molested Gavin.
Gavin came to Michael and said, Michael, can we sleep in your room tonight? And Michael looked at me and says, I don't know, I think you better ask your mother. Oh, we already asked our mother. She says, sure, no problem. I'm like, no, something's odd. This is not right. And then as I was about to go tell Gavin that he cannot sleep in Michael's room, Michael says, okay, I have a solution for this. You have to sleep in the room with me. The two children slept on the bed, and Michael and I slept on the floor.
Very interesting, Robin, in all of these pages, hundreds of pages, many, many hours of investigation, going to the Philippines, going to Chicago, going all over the country. There's not one scrap of evidence that Michael Jackson ever harmed a child, did anything wrong, committed any crime. It's almost a vindication when you look at this. The FBI looked at all of these matters and said, there's nothing here.
Other kids have come forward when he was alive.
You're saying that there's a lot of predators in this industry.
It's a many-feathered bird.
You said that there was one gentleman.
And I just want to make sure clear, those are the only two kids that ever accused him, other than Wade Robinson and James Safechuck, that ever had credible allegations.
So question: does this documentary bring up all the child pornography found at his house?
They never found any child. They never found any. He would have gone to Jimmy. You've not looked into it. They've never found child pornography.
Okay, here's the child porn.
Okay, put it up. You said that his maid found something. Hold on, share. You can share the screen. Click share screen.
Hold on, let me.
They never found child porn. He would have gone to jail.
Okay,
he was investigated for 19 years, Jimmy.
Okay.
So I'd like to see what article. Did you share?
I'm
put it in the chat. Is there a chat?
I put it in the chat. But yeah, let me.
Where is the chat?
Screen. All right,
okay, I'll do stop sharing. No, okay, yeah. Add to stream. Okay, yeah.
So in the search, so this is searching. This is what they found in his mansion. These are the police raid. Childlike mannequins found. Framed portrait of Macaulay Culkin said, "Don't leave me alone in the house." That's just kind of funny.
One of the most famous child actors of all time.
Yeah.
He has
police uncovered notes, diaries, documents, photographs, and audio tapes. The documents collected by the Santa Barbara County Sheriff Department paint a dark and frightening picture.
Okay, let's see.
Several books seized by police showed partially dressed and naked children, teenagers, and adults. But accompanying documents...
partially dressed. Notice how it says partially dressed,
and naked children.
What does it say? Categorized items as non-pornographic, right? So it was not child porn. I just want to say categorized as non-pornographic.
Okay, so the non-pornographic pictures of naked kids. Based on
first of all, it could be like a painting. It could be like weird art. I'm not saying that's okay, but I'm saying it's not child porn. They never found child porn. So let's just be very clear. They never found child porn. And he was investigated and his whole entire house searched. I think it was like 7 different times, but keep going. Let's see what else they found.
Well, this is more how they said it looks like it's evidence of like the grooming process, blah, blah, blah. And then they said, we identified 5 different boys who all made allegations of sexual abuse. There's not much question in my mind.
We've talked about all 5 of those boys. Yeah. We've thought we're going to go through all 5 of those people. So
blow up dolls exist for sexual deviance. Childlike blow up dolls.
That's not a sex doll, Jimmy. That's not a sex doll, first of all. Let's just be real.
How do you know?
And this is
They're
Michael
clothed.
Jackson. Jimmy, I know what a sex doll is. I have 2 of them right now. Okay, so I know exactly what the hell a sex doll is. Those are not manufactured, and we know that Michael Jackson loved to. He had Arrested Development. I mean, he wanted to stay young. He liked freaking toys and games and all that kid crap. Is that weird? But dude, look at every YouTube streamer right now with a backdrop, including who we love, Melanie Mac. They're all adults. They all have toys and shit behind their stuff. They're not perverts because you have a toy, because you like something from your childhood that makes you feelings of nostalgia. Makes Michael Jackson have a feel.
They have pictures of naked children while inviting kids to have sleepovers.
Non-pornographic, and it could have been art. You don't know this. In old cartoons, they would have naked kids. They never found child porn. So let's just keep watching the video. I'm just saying, Jimmy, you just said that they found child porn, even though the cops clarified it as non-pornographic. So I just think any
pictures of naked kids. I would.
I don't think it was a photograph. It didn't say it was a photograph. We don't know what these pictures
Yeah,
are, but we do know
it said photos of naked children.
But it could have been a picture of a painting. It could have been anything. What I'm saying, we don't know what it was, but it didn't rise. What I'm saying is, Jimmy, it didn't rise to the level enough where the FBI could charge him with child porn, right? So
Yeah,
I think if
you're right.
I think I'm just saying, if you think if he had child porn, I think they would have charged him if they investigated him.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, we'll just keep watching.
An industry who did not take advantage of you. He was not a pedophile. You said it was Michael Jackson.
Other kids have come forward when he was alive.
You know, I mean, he was a god to people, and to me, he was, you know, I knew he was a pop singer, but beyond that, you know, I wasn't one of the fans. I think that's one of the reasons why we connected. You know, they go, oh, you slept in the same bedroom as him. I was like, I don't think you understand. Michael Jackson's bedroom is 2 stories. And it has like 3 bathrooms and this and that. So when I slept in his bedroom, yeah, you have to understand the whole scenario. And the thing is with Michael is that he's not very good at explaining himself, and he never really has been, because he's not a very social person. I mean, you're talking about someone who's been sheltered and sheltering himself also for the last like 30 years, or, you know, and so he's not very good at communicating to people, not very good at conveying what he's actually trying to say to you. And so when he says something like that, you know, people, you know, he doesn't quite understand why people react the way that they do.
Why do you think he likes young people so
It's because it's the same reason why he liked me, was the fact that I didn't care who he was. That was the thing. I talked to him like he was a normal human being, and that's what and kids do that to him, because he's not. I mean, he's Michael Jackson, the pop singer, but he's not the god of, you know, the king of pop or anything like that. He's just, you know, a guy who's actually very kid-like himself and wants to go out there and wants to play video games with you.
Okay. These are the only 2 idiots that came forward. Those first 2 kids, and then Wade Robinson and James Safechuck. Okay, hold on. Just keep going. You think Michael's so guilty?
So I looked into more of the details of the photos. It says one of the photos was a picture of a dead child with a noose around his neck.
They're saying you 2 in particular would not be coming out because your stories have changed.
He helped a lot of trafficking victims all over the world. It's could have been a picture from one of those kids. Yeah. So I've got. It doesn't surprise me. Right. It wouldn't actually. Exactly. It wouldn't surprise me, because Jim Cazaville or whatever, he even said that he had to watch snuff films and he had to watch bad stuff to learn about his movie. Maybe, which I think we could, not even maybe, we know that Michael Jackson donated millions of dollars to charities, especially charities in other countries that helped kids. So yeah, maybe he saw a victim of some abuse or something. That doesn't make him guilty. I think if he would have had actual child pornography like you're describing it, he would have been charged, especially if a cop found it. Let's keep going.
Yeah, Jimmy, do you want Thriller or not?
You're telling a different story, and that if you were alive, you would not be doing that.
My belief is that we'd still be doing this. Of course, some details may be different.
How you doing, Wade? Hey, why did you wait so long to come out? About the story. You guys are there. No more comment. Where are you going to talk about it? So you can't talk to me about it now? Is it true that you're moving to Hawaii? So you have nothing to say, like, to fans who say that you're just doing this for money?
I don't want to watch that Michael Jackson thing.
We don't have any hard evidence that he was molesting kids, right? All we have is rumors.
Well, here's the thing.
In court, he was acquitted.
It just makes me sad.
It makes me so sad.
But it's also there's a lesson to be learned there in so many different ways. But one of the big lessons to be learned is that you never want to be that famous.
That was my takeaway. I was watching my girl. I go, can you imagine being that famous? And she goes, yeah, I'm surprised. I was like, no, hold on. You know how we like to go to the mall? We like to go out to eat? That's gone. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's all gone.
That's all gone.
People would start a riot.
They'll take that away from you.
Yeah.
Your normal life is not
over.
You just stay in your house.
But yeah, that's why he developed an amusement park. Like, he made his house a fucking amusement park.
They set this up for him to go grocery shopping.
Wow.
They had a fake people to be so he could have the experience of what it's like to be normal.
What?
They're like a Ralph's or whatever. Yeah.
It's hard like Michael Jackson. You can't.
Right.
You can't do it in current society. The dudes in the documentary, the 2 we got molested. The one was the number 1 key witness who's saying he didn't get molested.
Okay, well, then he shouldn't be able to say anything.
Both of them were
because that means they should go to jail.
And now they're like, well, no, that's not true. We were young, bitch.
How old was he? He was in his 20s?
Yeah.
Well, also, like, isn't that perjury? It means he lied in court.
Be fucked.
You can't lie in court either way.
They did lie in court in a criminal case. Wade Robinson did, and when he was in court, he was 21 and then like 24, I believe. So he was a full adult when he was in court.
One way or the other. You can't lie to protect somebody, and you can't lie to accuse someone either. You can't lie.
I don't know what the deal is.
I mean, that seems like that's something they could drag him to court for.
And the Jackson came out and went, well, isn't it convenient? You guys are coming out now when you're in financial trouble.
Of course. By the way, those two have been clout chasing, have been clickbait for a long time when it comes to Michael Jackson. So, you know, it's kind of hard to believe those two, especially Wade Robson.
Right, that's what a lot of people are saying at this point.
He's very shifty, and it's tough to believe him.
Exactly.
I don't believe a word of anything in this documentary. Okay, Wendy. You met him.
There you go, Wendy.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time with him over a 10-year period. And I first met him before.
Yeah, it's always good when the raging alcoholic agrees.
Extremely humble, very sweet.
Yeah, that
There's nothing you should listen to in these charges. Oh, fake.
What are you moaning about over there?
Michael?
I love Papusa. Somebody in the chat said, do I like Papusa? I love Papusa. We actually just played a clip of the world's biggest Papusa on the show, and we need some more Papusa. What are you mumbling about, Brandon, down there?
An alcoholic being the one supporting the case with Wendy Williams.
I love Wendy Williams. We don't like Wendy Williams anymore because she has a substance abuse problem.
No, she rules because she's an alcoholic. That's what makes her cool for me. The alcoholism.
Okay. It's not good. It's not.
Kind energy about him. I spent a lot of time at Neverland. He invited me to Neverland. When you hear these ridiculous claims that Neverland was supposed to be some kind of place to lure people in, it's just outrageous. I've seen it for myself. And, you know, the second time I went, you know, I actually, I really broke down and cried because I saw all the beautiful things he was doing for, you know, underprivileged people, children, folks of all ages. And
he saw the things he was doing for underprivileged children, Jimmy.
Kindness and goodwill.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I'd like you to go to one orphanage in Africa and walk with that many children. One time in your life.
Who is the British guy who essentially did the same thing and was like molesting everyone in England?
Jimmy Savile.
Yeah.
Totally different. He got caught. And he had allegations. he had hundreds of allegations, and that the Queen supposedly told MI6 not to look into. Totally different. He worked as the porter at the morgue. Let's get into the Jimmy Savile documentary after this. We're gonna have to go to Rumble. Then you guys can really learn some shit tonight.
Can be so deliberately misinterpreted and made out to be a monster. And I thought, you know, this will never get exposed.
Can you understand why people might see it as a strange thing to do as a grown man, to invite sort of younger children to come over and stay?
Nobody said Michael Jackson is normal. That's not my argument. My argument is that he didn't diddle these kids like people are saying. That's my argument. $9.99. In a world of propaganda masquerading as fact, we must be aware not to let our boundaries of perception to become barriers of perception that cannot be moved or modified willingly. Thank you, Savrix. Another $10 super chat. We appreciate that.
He didn't invite anyone ever into his bedroom. He never made invitations to people staying in.
What's said in the documentary?
It's not contrary to what Michael Jackson's claimed. And the documentary is one-sided. It's emotionally manipulative.
One-sided.
To love children, to be as pure as children are, and to make yourselves as innocent and see the world through eyes of wonderment and the whole magical quality of it all. And I love that. And there are built inside the walls here beds for some of those sick children who come. And what I realized when I saw that is that you have to be a person who really cares about children to build it into your architecture. Yes. We have children that come who are intravenously, they're very sick and they're bedridden and they can't sit up. Right, they can't sit up. And these beds, they're hospital beds. You push a button, they move up and they move down, and they're able to watch. We have a magic show. We show the current films, if it's cartoons, anything. You know. And
my computer just blacked out for a second. That's not good. Jimmy, he has a special theater with hospital beds so the children can get a private show.
Yeah, Jimmy, they can't even walk. And you know what else they can't do is talk to the authorities.
They also can't come.
They can talk. And like he's going to molest a crippled person, guys. Give me a break.
so they can escape that world of magic that they don't get a chance to experience.
With Michael, there was a genuine naivety and innocence about Michael, which it's very hard to explain.
But did you ever talk to him about that and say, look, this kind of naivety and wanting to be around children, you know, Neverland, which is like never growing up. Did you ever say to him how easily this could be misconstrued when you were grown?
He didn't get that. He just didn't understand what you know, in today's society, it is not really acceptable to behave in the manner that he did, having
As his friend, would you not try and let him see that?
It's very funny because when I was in his presence, all that stuff fell away. It was like he was irrelevant.
Look at all those children he's supporting, Jimmy.
Man.
Wade Robson, you know, there's a timeline. Wade Robson, first of all, he's doing tributes, he's doing all this stuff once my uncle passed, basically. He goes to the memorial, he dances with Janet for the VMAs.
After he died.
He calls So You Think You Can Dance 24 hours within 24 hours of my uncle passing, pitching a tribute show. You know, this is stuff that's
Well, he's just on top of his game.
Wade was up for the Circle A job, you know, as director, lead choreographer. It was up to the estate to approve him, and they didn't approve him. And so he ended up starting to write a book, a tell-all book.
As soon as the estate did not approve him, that's when he totally changed his tune. And this is after Michael died. Up until his death, even in the documentary bashing him, he was talking about how he hung out with him, and he tried to say that Michael started drinking. But I'm just saying, this Wade Robinson was riding his dick every second of the way, even after his death, dancing with his sister.
Wait, do you mean that literally or figuratively?
Michael's watching. I want you to know that. I just want you to know.
That he paid from everyone, but that he started trying to get a
He's watching from hell.
And when no publisher would pick it.
He's watching and listening, Jimmy. Just remember that. Just Michael's. He's here. He's with us right now. So let's just calm down.
Yeah, he's under your feet in the fiery pit below.
There's actually a video going viral where a guy says he got raped by a demon. Did you guys see that?
No, why aren't we watching that?
Well, we'll watch it. This video's almost over, and then the guy, he's like getting humped, and there's nothing around him. It's crazy. We'll go watch that next.
Get up.
Oh yeah, what are we doing?
When he comes out publicly with this abuse claim.
But Wade and James are not making any money off this documentary.
Well, that's one of the biggest lies, because they have an appeal right now in court for hundreds of millions of dollars against the estate. So they say they're not making any money, but if this works to their advantage, they have a very good possibility of bringing up that appeal case.
And you believe that both Wade and James, because you've said that Wade has this history and you've picked holes in his story, but why James? What does James want from this?
Well, they both have the same lawyer. First of all, James discovered that he was abused after seeing Wade on Matt Lauer. So, and then he hired the same lawyer. So for me, it's a piggyback situation. The reason I've attacked Wade more is because I know Wade. You know, I don't feel comfortable attacking someone that I don't know.
Wade actually dated his sister.
Cousin, was it? He dated my cousin for over 7 years. And it's really interesting because they left
Michael Jackson's
out of the
niece.
story. And he dated her during the time
Look at
period
this.
that supposedly.
Tea time. Wade and I were together for over 7 years, but I bet this isn't in his documentary because it would ruin his timeline. And did I mention it was my uncle, Michael Jackson, who set us up? Wade is not a victim. Wade Robinson is a liar.
He's getting molested by my Uncle Michael, which I think is ridiculous, especially since my Uncle Michael was the one that basically brought them together. And so it throws off the whole narrative, you know, of Michael Jackson wanting him only for him, or Michael Jackson taught him to hate women. Well, he introduced him to Brandy. He basically set them up.
Also, I'm so brainwashed when they keep saying my Uncle Michael, I keep thinking of Michelle Obama because you always refer to her as like my Uncle Mike, Big Mike. Anyways, continue.
Jimmy, you went to Princeton and you can't even do this, Jimmy. Come on. They had to teach you how to be able to multitask people. So every time you hear Big Mike, you think of Michelle Obama?
You've brainwashed me.
What about Michael Jordan? You don't think of Michael Jordan, maybe? Or
well, when they say Jordan, yeah, but when they say like be like Mike, I'm like be like Michelle Obama.
Michael.
That's really unhealthy, but I'm happy that I did that.
Too, and I think it's sick because I know Michael well enough that he would.
Hell yeah, play us like
I know
Michael
that
out here.
fact.
Then he asked my family to come back to the ranch, his place that night, Neverland, and we ended up staying there for like a week.
That must be every kid's dream. I mean, my dream would have been to go there too.
Yeah, I mean, it's Disneyland. You know, his house or show was just the best thing in the world.
One of the things I noticed about you, and this goes back to why I said you were a stand-up guy, we covered the trial, and you were one of the few people to stick up for him. And why do you think that was? And why was it important for you to stick up for him?
Because he's always been a friend of mine. That's what you do for friends. You tell the truth.
What are you doing now besides raising your child that you now have?
Yeah, things have changed since then, raising a boy. But I'm starting on Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson show.
No, he's not.
It's, the equivalent of the Beatles Love show that they have, or the Elvis show, but for Michael, which is exciting and terrifying all at the same time because it's such a huge responsibility. But that was why I took it on. Michael was such a huge part of my career and life. We were friends for 20 years before he passed, since I was 7. So it's an opportunity for me to give back a little bit to his legacy. It's such a big part of his legacy, and to make sure as much as I can that it's done right and that it really represents his essence.
Mr. Robson has added.
So he's going around doing interviews like he already has a Cirque du Soleil job, and he's not been approved by the estate to, host it.
Denied under oath and in numerous interviews.
So this is what I'm just saying, Jimmy. Let's just go by the official story real quick. I'm not going to give a long diatribe. The official story, according to Wade Robson, is that he is the world's best liar, and that he was able to lie for years about the abuse. And every time he was questioned, whether it was by Jimmy Kimmel, they're about to play the clip where he was on Jimmy Kimmel, and Jimmy Kimmel asked him if he was molested, and he got all mad about it and said no. My point being, his whole entire life, this is his official story, is that his whole entire life, when he was asked by every media outlet, multiple court cases, multiple attorneys, at that moment, he was a liar. And on top of that, he wasn't just a normal liar. He was such a good liar. He was able to fool everybody, literally the top prosecutors in the state of California, as well as the top police officers in the state. He was able to lie to them, people that are interrogation experts. He was able to lie to them. And then he had a change of heart after he didn't get the Cirque du Soleil job. And he said, you know what? I've been lying all these years. The truth is Michael molested me. So if we have to believe him, if we have to believe his story as fact, then we have to admit to ourselves that he's an expert liar and manipulator. Would that be a correct judgment of this situation?
I think it's a fair assessment.
So now he wants us to believe, he wants to say, I was the greatest liar of all time, but I did get molested, and I did lie on his behalf because I loved Michael so much, but now this is the truth. For me, it's hard for me to trust somebody if they're telling you I'm a liar. I lie about the most important stuff in the world. I could have put a child molester behind jail. I could have put a child molester in jail, but I chose to protect him instead. And then I'm going to come out 20 years later, or however long it was after the court case, 15 years, and say, you know what, I could have really put a predator behind bars, but instead I'm going to say, oh no, I'm going to sue your state. I did get molested. And it's not important about trying to help those kids that actually, quote unquote, did get molested. Now it's important that I get something, that me and James Haychick, that I get something. So it's just very, for me, I don't believe him because his has no integrity, he has no credibility. He admits that he's a liar. So that's why even his official statement is that I was the best liar and now I'm telling the truth. For me, I think he was telling the truth then, and now he's a bad liar because he had all that information that contradicts what he says now. So let's keep going.
Over the past 20 years that Michael Jackson ever did anything inappropriate to him. Now he wants us to believe that he committed perjury at least twice and has been lying to anyone and everyone about Mr. Jackson since the early 1990s so he can file a claim for money. Mr. Robson's transparent lawsuit comes nearly 4 years after Michael passed. His claim is outrageous and sad. Jermaine Jackson, Michael's brother, said Wade Robson is full of, and then used an expletive. What's your response?
I understand completely how hard it is to understand this. That being said,
if you're going to be accused, you're going to say you defended Michael Jackson while he was alive because he was good for your career, and now that he's gone, there's an opportunity here to sue his estate. He can't defend himself and get money. Why didn't you go to the lawyers and do this quietly and try to settle some, make some kind of a deal?
Right. I understand how confusing it is to understand, how hard it is to understand. I get that.
It's really hard. It's really hard.
Is a little bit of education,
into child sexual abuse and realizing how
Yeah, it's funny that he wants us to be educated on child sex abuse, yet he had the ability to tell a cop right then, hey, I was molested, and put this molester behind jail, thus preventing any future molestations. But now he wants to, oh, I'm an expert in child sexual abuse, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, to play devil's advocate, like, let's just say you were molested by, like, the Pope. Would you want to bring down the whole Catholic Church, or do you wait until
If I was in if I Brandon, and I'm not saying this to be funny, I'm saying this to be serious. If I was molested and then I had for 19 years or 20 years, I had multiple outlets question me about that molestation, I think I would have cracked. But I'm just saying.
But it has to be someone of the Pope's stature, someone you would want to protect.
No, this is what you also don't understand too. Is another thing is that he did have the ability, if he would have told, he would have set himself up for a lawsuit and could have gotten money back then, right? If he just would have said it, if he would have said this lie, which I think is a lie, you guys think is true. But I'm saying if he would have decided to lie back then, he would have cooked his goose. He would have been Michael Jackson would have paid his ass out of the, probably would have had to pay him everything.
Yeah, but
that's not what happened.
But what I'm saying is maybe he did just hold out because he didn't want to ruin anything for Michael until he died, just like a real Catholic wouldn't squeal if the Pope molested them because they wouldn't want to ruin the church.
Well, then he should have a totally different angle, in my opinion. I think that he would have a lot of guilt and remorse for not exposing Michael when he had all those chances. That's not his like vibe. He's not like, oh, I regret not putting him behind bars. That's not his vibe at all. His vibe was just, oh, I was protecting him. No, listen. This guy is full of shit, this Wade Robson guy. I don't care what y'all say. I mean, this guy, one thing I do know, I don't know about everything else, the other stuff, but I can just tell by this guy, if his official story is that I'm a liar, I've lied my whole entire life about this happening, and now I'm telling the truth. I just don't believe 4 years ago or whenever he decided to do this, all of a sudden he became a truth teller. I just don't. I just think he admits that he's a liar and that anything he says has no credibility because he admits, he says, oh, I'm an expert liar. I lied in front of the top prosecutors in the state of California on the stand, committed perjury multiple times, which is a felony offense. But now I believe him. Come on. All right, bud.
Fortunately, typical, my scenario is the trauma and the psychological effects of child sexual abuse last for so long. I had no understanding of this until up to just over a year ago. And I'm just at the beginning of my healing process. I'm sure I'll be dealing with this for the rest of my life.
Pun intended.
There's a lot of holes in James Safecheck's story. Okay, there's like 4-hour documentaries that just break it down. I just picked this one because Hibbler's a good editor, and this is like the succinct one. All right, we're almost done. Then we'll finish this and move on to the next thing.
Throughout my life, I have only tried to help thousands upon thousands of children to live happy lives. It brings tears to my eyes.
Oh, is that molestation there, Jimmy? Is that molesting? Is that molesting right there? You probably think that's a molestation right there, huh?
No, that's some Jimmy Seville style charity.
Oh, you probably don't like that he's embracing a cancer kid. You probably don't like that. Yet there's evidence that he helped kids with cancer that couldn't even talk, and then he started helping the kid now.
I mean, he could do both.
Yeah. Why not? Like multifaceted.
Yeah, he's the king of pop. You don't think he's
tears to my eyes?
Why do you think molesters usually drive ice cream trucks?
But if I am guilty of anything, it is of giving all that I have to give to help children all over the world. It is of loving children of all ages and races. It is of gaining sheer joy from seeing children with their innocent and smiling faces. It is of enjoying for them the childhood that I miss myself. If I am guilty of anything, it is of believing what God said about children. Suffer little children to come unto me, and forbid them not, for such
$100,000 check to some children's charity.
Wow. Is the kingdom of heaven. In no way do I think that I am God, but I do try to be God-like in my heart. I am totally innocent of any wrongdoing, and I know these terrible allegations will all be proven false. Again, to my friends and fans, thank you very much for all of your support. Together, we will see this through to the very end. I love you very much, and may God bless you all. I love you. Goodbye.
That's according to his own words. So, I mean, the viewers went up and down. All of a sudden now we just lost like 30 viewers. I don't know how. We were up over 620. I think at one point, Michael Jackson was innocent, fellas. You don't have to believe me. You don't need to believe me on a lot of stuff. But the allegations against Michael Jackson from those two people, James Safechuck and Wade Robinson, are provably false. So,
yeah, but isn't it funnier if he's guilty?
I mean,
no, it's not. It's not. Because then we have a Jerry Sandusky situation. There's guys like Jerry Sandusky who are molesters, who are, did you know that, and I don't believe that at all. Did you know there's a guy that wrote a documentary, actually, and somebody say the documentary is credible, that Jerry Sandusky didn't do everything that he said he did. I'm not saying that's the case. I'm not defending Jerry Sandusky, but there always is a counter narrative.
Was it Joe Paterno?
Well, Joe Paterno had to know what was going on. I mean, he had to know about the allegations.
Do you think he was banging the kids?
I think he was just like, man, this guy runs the best 3 or 4 defense we've ever had here at Penn State, and I can't. That's all.
That is the most legendary football coaching thing to do, is be like, look, he might be molesting kids in the offseason, but our defense is fucking incredible right now.
So they were top notch.
I have a story about that. At Princeton, our strength and conditioning
What'd you do to get to a better defense?
No, our strength and conditioning coach actually
molested you, Jimmy.
Well,
and
he did molest.
You're going to talk about it now.
He did molest me, and I want to come out and get somebody. No, but for real, he played at Penn State under that coach back when he was coaching, and we asked him about that. He said, "Dude, I trusted that guy with my life. This is actually giving me trust issues because, like, the fact that he was doing that is just insane." So apparently, he was a very good liar.
Better than trusting him with your asshole.
Yeah.
Or he's just a really good coach, too. I mean, he just knew how to freaking do stuff. He knew how to get people in position to be successful on the football field.
Well, remember what Coach Jason Brown said about his buzzwords, where he says, your dick, his ass crack, to line him up. But maybe Sandusky took that a little too literally, just saying that over and over again. For years.
Mean, I guess that's what made him a good defensive coordinator. I feel like Predators got to be good at strategy, right?
I'd say so. Okay, hold on. Now let's see if we can. Now I guess we'll take some calls. Let me see if I can pin the call-in link.
What happened to the rape demon?
Also, Coach Jason Brown just tweeted this. This is so funny. Tried watching Ted Lasso to see what the hype was about. I thought he was a coach. I'm done watching this Disney after-school program. Fuck me. He got so mad about Ted Lasso. That's why I love JB.
I like him too. Okay, we can only probably have 1 or 2 people on at a time because I don't want things to get crazy because we're on YouTube. Yeah. I think we should just stay on for the rest of it because we got a big audience. I don't want to really split the audience that much. And how's the Rumble looking, Jimmy? Do you even see how many people are watching?
Rumble, we have. Oh wait, wrong tab. Rumble, we have 189 people watching.
Hey, we'll take it. We appreciate it.
On Rumble, wow. I think what we know about the malicious nature of deep state media. Imagine if CNN wrote the story of President Trump, because those are the same people who told us about Michael Jackson.
The media. Yeah, the media lies. They're full of crap. Okay, guys, you guys want to call in? Oh, look, Savrik's another $10 super chat. Aristotle, no man is safe. What is this? What the hell? What is he saying? This guy's crazy. I like him. Crazy in a good way. Aristotle, no man is a slave if better off free, meaning if a group cannot contribute to society, then they're better off being a slave to the state. You can't run your business, but here's a stimulus check. Yeah, I get it, Savrix. I like that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. This guy's vibing, though. We appreciate all the super chats, Savrix. So you are the man with the plan. If you want to call into the show, I know you probably have a lot to say. You see that the link is at the top, guys. Okay. Oh, Joey C. Joey C. Guys, this guy's a legend. They don't even know who you are, Joey C. They don't watch the Dabbleverse. What's up?
Tell me.
What's up, man?
This guy's a legend, Joey C. He works in the major leagues, dude. He's freaking. This guy knows shit, dude. He's a real gangster, mafia style guy. Something you could learn a little bit about, Jimmy. Loyalty, La Cosa Nostra, paying your dues. Joey, can you teach these squares what it's like to be a freaking pimp on a blimp like yourself?
I don't even know who these guys are. Who are they?
They're idiots. They're both idiots. They're the guys that produce my show, and they got about 8 brain cells, added together. One of them went to Princeton. The top guy, that guy went to Princeton, and he thinks he knows everything. Tell him what we do to Princeton guys in the mafia.
Well, I'll tell you what I do. I'll tell you what I do. Hang on 1 second. I'm just gonna let my wife out of the car for a minute. She's gotta go do something. Well, I went to college at the Chicago Fort Hard Knocks of Streets. That's where I graduated college from. So, yeah, Princeton guys, I don't know. Unless you can make us a lot of money, I don't know how long you last in the mob, but yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. No,
Insider trading.
Joey, do you think Michael Jackson? Joey, do you think Michael Jackson was innocent? I think he's innocent. These two guys think he's a molester. What do you think?
Well, man, my true opinion, I think he was. I think he was innocent. I do. I believe he was innocent. That's just my opinion, but I agree with you on that one, Alex.
Gosh, I love Joey C. Okay, so what's the latest in the Dabbleverse? So guys, Joey C is a podcaster as well. He has a fairly new show. Shout out your channel, Joey C.
Yeah, it's overnight with the Joey C. The bottom line. That's my new name on the show. In 7 weeks, I injected myself into this podcasting war. Over 7 weeks, we put over about 70 live shows. We got almost 3,500 subscribers. We're just moving up, man. I'm the most talked about guy.
He's a general in the podcasting war. See, these guys don't even know about the podcasting war. They don't understand who are these podcasts, the shit network. They don't know about Kevin Brennan. They don't know about anything, dude. They don't know anything about the Dabbleverse like we know. They don't know who Stuttering John is. Do you know who Stuttering John is, Jimmy?
Yeah, Stuttering John Melendez.
Very good. Very good. I'm the second most hated guy next to John Melendez.
No, who hates you? I think everybody's pretty nice to you, Joey.
You're the best. I love you, Alex. You're the best.
Yeah, but Kevin's nice to you too, I think. I mean, Kevin and who's
mean to you? Shit, but I had a lot of problems with the Shuley Network. Over the last year and a half. So.
Well, Joey, all right, we got some other calls we got to get to. Anything you want to say before we let you go?
Guys, listen to Alec. He knows what he's talking about, man. This guy learned from him.
I want your autograph, Alex.
He's the shit, man.
Mrs. C. I will.
Mrs. C,
I'll give you. Honey C, baby C, I love you. All right, Joey, you're the man. We got some other people. Call in later if we're still live.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Take care.
Peace.
Hey, peace, brother.
Okay, now we gotta see ya. All right, now we gotta add Muhammad Oscar into the show. Muhammad. What do you want, Muhammad?
You can fight me.
You look like a guy I know by the name of Tim. You look like my friend Tim, though. What the hell? Are you culturally appropriating some shit? Are you really Islamic? Because if you're not, I will literally freaking send you a computer virus.
I think that's Sikh with.
Okay. Well, I think he's real. He has a Quran, so I don't know. I don't think he could. There's a real Qurans.
Don't let him pilot a plane.
Are you Sunni or Shiite? Because you kind of look like Shiite. If I was just looking, you kind of look like a Shiite.
You mean
a big piece of Shiite?
Someone called me. Someone in the chat said it looks like transgender Santa. Also, $10 super chat.
That was my.
What did they say?
God bless you, Alex.
God bless you, Alex Nine. Love you bunches. You're the best. But Owen Schroyer is going to take the trophy at the American Liberty Awards. We the people are winning. MJ is innocent. Thank you, Baby Stabs. $10. Thank you, Baby Stabs. Yeah, I know. I'm nominated for some awards from the American Liberty Awards, but I don't think I'm winning. So that is what it is. I hope Owen wins. To be honest. Okay, Muhammad, what are you doing, dude? What's going on? You saved me. You saved me the other day. Slow Mo Dean accidentally grabbed a gun and it almost discharged near me, and I think it was Muhammad that was protecting me during this battle that I went through.
No, I'm actually the one that I'm the one that gave him the gun. I am the leader.
Muhammad, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you on another stream as Timmy? Like, look, somebody else is doing something weird. There's all the people that are on the thing are just weird, except for this guy is really crazy. All right, I'm about to add this guy. I can already tell he's crazy. Double C, what the hell, Double C?
What up? Good evening from Northern Virginia.
I like this guy already. What the heck's going on? What are you up to this evening?
Nothing. I just got done grabbing spring water from one of my favorite spots.
Are you on Delta 9 gummies like Muhammad is over there?
No, I am not, because I have to take a test once in a while. So
I take a test.
Yeah, I gotta take a whiz quiz once in a while, you know?
A whiz quiz?
Yeah, whiz quiz. You know, I've got a really bad analogy for what this country has turned into. Where I'm from, and I'm from northern Minnesota originally, and the white-tailed deer. When you go deer hunting, the deer have predators, timberwolves. So the deer have to be really smart to survive.
Like the Minnesota Timberwolves? Or what
Yeah.
are you talking? Latrell Sprewell is killing deer? Is that what you're telling me?
The Timberwolves suck, but those Timberwolves suck. But where
Basketball Timberwolves suck.
Yeah, but where I live now, I can drive in an hour over to the Shenandoah National Park, and I've walked 10 feet up to these deer.
Wait, stop, Muhammad! Are you blackfacing on the show, Muhammad? No, you can't do that, Muhammad. What are you doing, Muhammad? You cannot do that. Yes, thank you. Okay. Sorry, Double C.
Yeah, and where
oh my god,
I can walk 10 feet up to the deer in the Shenandoah National Park, and they just stand there and they just chew the grass, and not a hint of fear whatsoever. This country is like the deer in the Shenandoah National Park. Like, we have no discernment.
Well, it's kind of funny you say that because I was just in West Virginia going on the legendary Tim Pool podcast, Timcast RRL or whatever. I think that's the proper name. And they said that they actually call deers their mile markers because there's so many roadkill deers on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
Is that you're in Virginia? I was in your neck of the woods. Why are there so many deer, dude? Everywhere you go, there's a dead deer. No, you can't blueface either. Why are you doing Blue Man Group? I'll allow blueface. No, blueface is fine, actually. Blueface is fine. Blueface
He's just trying to do an avatar. He's doing an avatar face.
Yeah, blueface is fine. Continue with the blueface. You're fine.
Hey, Alex. When next time you're in DC, would you give me a heads up? Because I would freaking love to meet you.
Oh, 100%. Double C. We're gonna freaking. You gotta go check my Instagram because that's where if you guys really want to know where I'm at or where I'm going, that's usually kind of where I post. You guys got to check my stories. But yeah, I'm actually. They want me to go speak at some like Berkeley County thing, in your neck of the woods. But I just don't know if I'm gonna go. It's on the 16th. I got so much stuff. Jimmy, we got to go. Jimmy's not going. I'm supposed to perform at that Reawaken thing, which is like kind of like a QAnon adjacent kind of deal.
Yes. No, I'm really bummed. Like it's quite literally like the only thing that it's my mom's 60th birthday, so taking the whole family to Maine.
Yeah, I work like
National
a mile.
Park.
I work like half a mile from the capital, so I would love to meet you up there.
Okay, we'll meet Darth Frantic. How are you doing, dude?
Oh,
Darth
hi.
Frantic's in the hospital, guys.
Hi, guys. Well, it's
giving
nice
you
to see
morphine?
on your
Oh my god, you
small
really
screen.
are in the hospital.
Yes, Darth is one of the best editors on the internet, guys. We love and Tim G over there, Muhammad's also a good editor of ours. So grateful for both of you fellas. But Darth, tell us what's the latest diagnosis? I know you sent me that long message, but you've been
Well,
having this illness now for 3 years or something. What's been going on?
Yeah, so since December 2020, I've been having like bowel problems. I don't want to use too much specific terminology, but someone probably understands. But ulcerative colitis, and I got worse and worse. So
Were you smoking weed? Did the weed help at all?
I haven't done weed, no.
That's what they say. They say weed helps that. I'm not even kidding. I mean, this isn't a medical show, but that's what they say. A little bit of weed never, hurt your poop.
Actually, when I worked at UPS, I had to stop guys who were not smoking weed, but it was vaping in between packages, putting in trucks. But
well, Darth, are you
yeah,
gonna be okay? What's going
yeah.
on? I mean,
No,
how can we help you?
Well, you're helping me now. I'm glad I'm on here. I'm just happy.
Do you want Jimmy?
talking
Do we
to
need Jimmy to
people.
go to the hospital and start yelling at the
No, but
nurses a little bit or something?
if
I
you
mean, are
look,
they giving you good extra
no,
brownies and stuff? What? I mean, if they're
yeah,
doing shit, I will report their ass.
no, it's been all good, and I'm pretty young, and this came at a good age where I'm under my dad's insurance and stuff. So,
Well,
but
thank
if you look at my
goodness.
social media, I like to make light of some of it because I have more in common with Barbie now than most people, even though I'm not that woke, and I'm not woke because they call this a Barbie butt surgery where they remove your bottom. That's what happened.
Wait, you're getting Barbie butt surgery? That actually sounds badass. Well, explain what that is.
No,
They're gonna take away your butthole, so you're gonna go
no,
out of
they
your
already
pee hole for
did.
now.
They already did. I'm going home Tuesday. They already did that on Friday.
So how do you make
So,
a poop? How do you make a crap?
do you really want to know? Do any of you guys on here know what an ostomy is? Maybe Muhammad.
Okay, so you have
Muhammad
to.
probably. I mean, Muhammad knows
So
what an
you're gonna have a
ostomy is
So you're gonna have a colostomy bag for how long?
the rest of my life.
Oh, really? Wow.
Well,
So
that
that's
was
what fixes the ulcerative colitis or whatever. That's what fixes it.
well. That's what fixes it when it's really bad. But you could get a surgery called the J pouch, which is internal. If you want to, I can know
Dude,
that about
let me
that.
tell you something. Right now, you're probably sweating bullets. You're probably like, man, how am I going to get laid? I got this colostomy bag. I'm not even kidding. There's chicks that like dudes with colostomy bags. I know that sounds
Really?
crazy, but no, this sounds crazy because this is how you know it's true. If you look at these girls online, sometimes there's like 400-pound women. They all have a boyfriend, and all these my
Yeah.
600-pound weight loss life shows, whatever it is, like my 600-pound life. These people look like something that it came out of the sewer. You know what I mean? They are 500 pounds. They can't walk. They have sores. And they have a lover. As a matter of fact, I would think, Darth, this might even help you because a lot of these women kind of want a guy that they can fix, right? I wouldn't be surprised if after this, you're knee deep in punani. How about that? You didn't think about that, did you?
No, I didn't. I appreciate that.
And sympathy sex, I get it all the time. Like, oh, let me sleep with this autistic person. He never gets laid. I get it like crazy. So you've opened up a whole new avenue of shit that
yeah.
wasn't going to be available to you before this. So
It's cool because I'm in my early 20s and I have more in common with super old people, so I do stand out a bit.
see, it makes you, old at heart. That makes you to a woman as well, especially if they have daddy issues. They want somebody that kind of reminds them of their dad. So you need a woman with daddy issues. Then maybe had some ulcerative colitis at one point, and then you're kind of have a similar thing. Maybe she took care of him, and now she's gonna take care of you, and then ipso facto, you're in love. So we're not going to say this is a good thing because anytime we're ill or sick, you're going through, you're in the hospital. Obviously, this is a negative thing, but with life, we can turn a negative into a positive if we have the right mindset. Like, don't have the mindset like Jimmy. If Jimmy was in your situation right now, he'd be crying, he'd be bitching, he'd be texting. Same with Brandon. With Brandon, he'd be doing the same thing. They're two baby back bitch asses.
Muhammad, sorry to interrupt. Muhammad, we said it has to be blue.
That's blue. Is that black now? Is he doing black?
Are you painting over black on the blue?
Go to the blue. Go back to the blue. We removed him. Okay,
He
we're
almost
safe.
looked like
We
the Tin
canceled
Man
him.
from my perspective.
Yeah, well, he looked crazy as heck. But okay, so Darth, dude, you've been editing? Have you been editing while you've been in there? Did you edit before you went to the hospital?
Well, yeah, I edited. Here I gave you on Instagram the 1 minute reel. It's on my.
It was great. It was epic.
Yeah,
it's hilarious.
I mean, my main goal is just to try to have the 1 minute reel of each week for now.
That's more than enough.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I like doing it. You're very kind about it and you really like it, but it's so easy to do because you make the greatest GIFs that they should be going like viral. It's like every other facial motion you do on the show could be a GIF.
I know. Why aren't we going more viral, dude? It's Jimmy's fault. Honestly,
I
my
just
show,
collect them together.
before I hired Jimmy, I was going viral like crazy. Now the only thing I can go viral is if I get hit by a Mexican woman in Taco Bell. Like literally my life is spiraled. I have to get assaulted at Taco Bell in order for me to get any sort of like headway of viral success.
I'm around Chicago, but if you were around here, that would happen every other day for you.
Hey, Dort, actually, matter of fact, you need to stay in the hospital right now because I need to be like Michael Jackson. I need to come there and kiss you on your forehead. How long are you going to be in the hospital, Jimmy? Can you check flights? You're in Chicago? We have to film this all. I have to film it. I need to be in there. I need to be in the helping you. Because Jimmy, when they make my documentary, then me and Darth, we're in together in the hospital. They can't say shit. They can't say shit.
Well, you can
Yeah,
put
those
him in
charges
your
go right
special
away.
separate bedroom for sick children.
He's not a child, but I would help sick adults too. I don't just discriminate. I help all sick elderly people, young people. He is kind of a child-like. He is in his early 20s, so
Yeah,
I
early
mean,
20s.
yeah, I mean that's young enough.
I have a question for
Jimmy,
Alex.
Yes, Double C.
Are you a D-Generation X fan?
Are you kidding, dude? I'm cross-chopping all day long. What are you talking about,
That's
dude?
what I thought. It's your intro. I was like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I was like, D-Generation X.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Come on, you know this, dude. Are you kidding? I was like, what is Sean Waltman, dude? He's the best. X-Pac?
That's what I thought. All right.
Okay. Oh, dude, look at Muhammad. Look at him with all those colors. He's so insane.
Muhammad probably gave lots of guys ostomies. He probably slipped.
I think his
Only
mom
use
drank when she was
blue.
pregnant.
I
His
am
mom's drinking right
diverse.
now.
I use every color.
Yeah, his feet.
Every color combined makes black. That's illegal. Use blue. Blue Man Group.
Every color combined makes me because I'm diverse. I'm the rainbow. Through my chakra, my third eye, everything expands via light. That's an Illuminati pyramid.
I think he's.
I think your family tree was very vertical, Mohammed.
Vertical?
Yep.
Incest.
Very vertical.
The only thing that was vertical was me coming out, and the umbilical cord got wrapped around my neck, so I came out sideways, but a little bit too sideways.
I think you might have been a little
oxygen.
oxygen deprived at some point. Yeah, I think that is what happened. I think
That's what I mean. I came out, and I look like Jeffrey Epstein.
Wait, we want to make sure that is not blackface. That is blue face for Blue Man Group. Make that very clear. This is not racial at all. And even though your name says, you're out of here. I can't. What is it with Tim? Why is he coming on the show doing that, Jimmy? And why are you letting him on the stream do that?
I'm sorry. We had to repay him for the Alex Stein Shorts channel, and he just wanted to do Blueface on the show.
Yeah, and that's the guy who's running one of our shorts channels, unofficial shorts channels, Muhammad. You know that, but okay, I think this guy is a agent provocateur, but let's add him to the stream real quick. Big Dick Django, what the hell?
Jimmy's wife's boyfriend.
How's it going?
Not very good. Jimmy's pissed off, dude. You need to freaking leave his wife alone. She's pregnant, dude.
I'm going to hijack the show for a second. I'm going to be Dr. Django for a minute.
Dr. Django, we miss you, Dr. Django, but we cannot give medical misinformation, so be very careful what you say.
Okay, I'll be very careful. So, Darth Frantic, what was happening to you prior to going to see the doctor? And I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but
it's fine.
Oh my gosh, what is Big Dick Django gonna say? No, dude, what are you about to say? Hurt your feelings?
But I'm just curious. I'm curious. What was happening prior to this diagnosis that the doctor gave you?
Yeah, so I was pretty stressed out, but they don't officially know exactly what causes IBD or inflammatory bowel disease. So some say it's genetics, but no one in my family has what I have. So, but it happened at a time where I was really stressed out, had sort of insomnia, and was taking too much ibuprofen, and that makes it worse. So I was doing stuff that was making it worse, and the anxiety and stress made it worse. I don't know exactly what happened, but it's kind of funny. Alex said that it could help me get laid, and that would be great, but it began when I actually lived in a monastery because I wanted to be a Catholic monk for a time.
Oh, wow. So the opposite of getting laid. But then, see, now you're going to be just knocking off the pussy with a freaking knife. You're going to have to knife. These girls are going to be on it. You're going to have to stab them away. Okay, Big Dick Django. So what are you trying to infer with this statement?
I'm inferring that these doctors are like super sick, man. They're sick.
Well,
like these people are sick. Like, look what they did. Like, you look like you're my age, and they literally cut your asshole out. And they did it. They did it like nothing. They didn't recommend anything else. They didn't recommend a diet change. They didn't recommend a lifestyle change. Yeah. They didn't recommend.
Okay, chill, Django. Let's hear what Darth Frantic has to say.
No.
Okay, hold on, chill.
You guys can call me Brendan too. Darth Frantic or Brendan. Darth Frantic is my editing name.
Brendan.
This face is Brendan. But no, I was in the hospital 22 nights or about 3 weeks in October, and like the diet and medications weren't working, so it was the last option. And so yeah, I thought about all those things, diet and medications. And...
It was the last option, Django. So now you feel like a big asshole, don't you?
No, I don't. I really don't. I don't believe it's the last option. I think that these doctors kind of like trick people into doing this shit. Like they play a mind. They've cast a spell, man. It's so fucked. Like
everything doctors do is perfect. Okay, hold on. I gotta mute you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Brendan, like, dude, you're the man. Don't let dark freaking Django, small dick Django, even though I love Django, do not let him affect your brain with his doubt.
Yeah. No, one thing, there's many ways to look at that, but one thing is that I want to look at just the positive side of things, because even if I want to take back my last surgery, which removed my colon in October, I can't take that back. God's just not going to magically poop your colon's back, So I can't take that back, but it's something I fully consented to, and it improved my quality of life, and it actually encouraged me to try to find outlets, sort of job-wise, where I'm not completely dependent on my physical capabilities. So I took my first semester certification class, because before I just did construction and UPS, which were great, but I couldn't handle it anymore because my colon was so inflamed and bleeding that I was so anemic that when I was in the hospital in October, I needed a blood transfusion. So, yeah, there's lots of different things, but more people.
There's a lot going on, Django.
Listen, I'm just waiting. I'm letting him finish talking. I'm ready to rock and roll.
Okay, say your thing. Do not give medical misinformation, because we're going to end the stream soon.
I'm not going to say any medical misinformation. I hear exactly what you're saying, and I understand that it must have really sucked to be in the hospital going through all that stuff, but I just don't think the doctors are giving proper advice. This is just a joke. I'm doing a parody. This isn't real. And they're just not giving proper advice, and their diseases obviously aren't real. And the last time that I called in, this is all just wait. This is a joke. It's 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 a joke. So when last time I called in, Jimmy, the Princeton graduate, was he was demeaning me and going. He was like, I rewatched it. He was demeaning
you.
And he's like,
Jimmy,
he was like, oh, Django. He's like, do you believe in brain cells? Do you believe in brain cells? And like, sorry, right there, I didn't have the answer right off the top of my head. I'm not a doctor, but I'm not fucking stupid. And I obviously, when I'm saying this shit, when I'm like, oh, I don't believe in disease, it's a joke. I don't believe what I just said, it's a joke. So when I say that, I'm not like saying it out of my asshole. I'm saying it because it's legit. And I believe that brain cells, underneath a microscope, you can see brain cells. That's true. I think the viruses that we see under a microscope, this is a joke, all a parody. It's sarcasm.
Mute Django! I had to mute him. All these people are trying to come into the stream. I have to kick some people out.
I've seen brain cells in Iraq. They're real.
Oh my gosh! Now that's kind of scary coming from you, Double C. That's kind of a little scary. Okay, wait. No, we got to add this guy to the stream. This guy looks freaking
Alex,
hella
you see
wild.
the link I just texted you?
No. Okay, Sweaty Spaghetti.
How's it going?
What the heck, dude? Do you believe anything Django's saying? I actually vibe with Django.
I don't know. I think he's thinking some things that are a little bit out there, but I mean,
your audio is like fucked up. Are you like pressing the microphone with your hand or something?
I might have been. Can you hear me now?
A little bit. It's just a little staticky. Say something nice to Brendan Darth Frantic about his new lifestyle.
I have AirPods switched to my phone. How's that?
That's better. Now that's better. Pimp on a Blimp. All these people are trying to join the stream. Oh my gosh.
But I guess
Modine's best mate. Modine's
Yo.
best mate. What do you
Yo,
want?
what's up? What's up? You know, Alex. You know, you got beef now. You got beef with Britain now. If you come down to Britain, you're gonna have trouble. You're gonna have problems in Britain. So just
Dude, I'm
watch
moving
yourself,
to Britain.
man.
I'm getting a flat in Britain. What are you talking about?
You don't realize Modine runs things around here. Modine runs
I know
things
he
around
does.
here.
Slow mo. He runs things real slow. London's hellhole right now. The stabbings are up. I mean, the quality of life is down.
No. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Inshallah, we will soon implement Sharia in London, and when we do that, everything will be like Dubai. Have you been to Dubai? You know, you can do anything
Dubai's
in Dubai.
beautiful.
Dubai is
I go to
beautiful.
Dubai a lot.
It's safe. That's why we're going to make Dubai. We're going to make London like Dubai. It's going to become Sharia. We're going to run the place by the will of Allah. And when we do, you kafirs, you kufs, you won't have a say. You won't have a chance. You come to London, that's it. You have to obey by the Sharia, just like you would in
Sharia
Saudi.
law.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. Now you know you puffed out your chest a little bit, and you try to make like Modine wasn't able to fight you. I you know, we all know that he can take you, man. We all know that.
Modine,
two
maybe
hits,
he can.
2 hits.
Maybe he can.
When hitting you hitting the floor.
I would let Mo probably beat me up because you know why? Because I'm like Michael Jackson. I want to help the disabled. You know, I don't want to hurt them. So if that would help him, yeah, I would do that. Because I actually am an admirable human being, even though I'm in the Admiral's Lounge. That's not the same word. And yeah, I know I'm at a lot of airport lounges. I know I'm unlimited.
You're gonna be lying for a long time. You're gonna be lounging on that ring for hours and hours.
He's gonna beat me up. Then I'm gonna go to the American Express Lounge and I'm gonna eat the vegetarian options and I'm gonna enjoy them and I'm gonna be a-okay. And I'm
You're probably gonna get the vegan option. Maybe halal. I don't know whatever it is. I don't know. Maybe kosher for you. If
I
you
like Modine's
kosher. But
Modine's best mate. Hold on. Just hold on. Jimmy, mark these guys down because we need to do more stuff with these guys. Everybody's crazy. Darth Frantic's the only normal guy, and he got his asshole cut out. So that shows you if the most normal guy of our whole crew doesn't even have a butthole. I love this crew. I fucking love these guys.
I took a screenshot. I'm emailing it to you.
Screenshot all these guys. Sweaty Spaghetti's kind of freaking me out, but other than that, Modine's best mate, I like him. Double C's crazy as hell, talking about brain cells and blood, and I mean, he's Lord knows we got a motley crew. Not one beautiful lady. We had that one hot girl, Helen, come on one time, and now all we get now it looks like we're about to storm the damn Capitol in the stream. I mean, honestly, the FBI is probably watching this, and
you know, FBI, CIA, MI6. I got James Bond in my other room right now, recording this show. Right now, 007. He's on it.
Modine, all I can say is I've invaded one country. I have no problem invading another country.
Nah. That's not how it's gonna work over here. This ain't Iraq. This ain't Iraq. This ain't Afghanistan. And by the way, you got your asses handed to you in Afghanistan by a bunch of goat herders with AK-47s. I just want you to know that right now they're flying your Apache helicopters in Afghanistan with a goat in tow. They've got a goat hanging off an Apache helicopter right now. 6,000 feet in the air, but that's all right. You guys leave your stuff wherever you go. You just make a mess, just like Americans. Everywhere you go,
Jimmy makes a mess in the studio. Big Dick Django, what are you flicking people off for, dude? This is a love zone. This is everybody here. We are friends. Like, this is a friendly space, a safe space for trans people, gay people, LGBTQIA. I mean, dude. And people,
Alex, before I lose my opportunity, Alex, I left a link in the side chat. It's an interview I did with Modine's ex-wife, and she will let you know exactly what Modine is all about. Modine has some amazing things that he wants to do. He likes the bunda, right? He loves the bunda.
Yeah, he loves.
He wants to get into the bunda.
Are you trolling? Wait. No, Modine's best mate. I know you're trolling, but are you actually a Modine? Because this is a Modine video. All right, I have to mute you. Damn it, Django! I'm about to kick Django from the stream because his audio is just shit. He's like watching the show and listening at the same time. Everybody else can figure it out except for the smartest guy in this room, Django, the guy that's never seen anything. So smart. Don't know how to work StreamYard, Django. But I'm not calling you dumb. Jimmy is. Do not come after me.
I need to shut my mic off. There we go.
Modine's best mate. No, this is a real video. What is this? I'm like looking at this right now.
This is Modine's ex-wife. I did an interview with her in 2018. It is legit. It is absolutely legit. Everything she says on there is true. And Modine loves the bunda. He wants to get into the bunda. He wants to smell the bunda. He likes to lick the bunda.
Bunda's
Everything
the
about
butthole
the
of
bunda.
the girl. That's
The
why he
bunda
does
is what we call the girl's batty.
Munta.
On the inside, but he's holding it in, that kind of thing. Oh damn! You're playing it now.
Do it to outside because people will judge him.
I see.
I wasn't gonna expose him all that, like not all this private info, but since he started chatting shit on me and started saying to people that I'm lying, well, I'm done. I'm not gonna be quiet anymore.
Well,
He's denying the punch.
Exactly. I mean, he has been saying that you are trying to get a lot of men on the internet to go with you and things like that. So he has been kind of, use what do they call defaming your character, and in this country would be considered what's it called, libel or slanderous. I mean, I think it's slander when it's spoken. But basically, he's been saying a lot of bad things about you, and you haven't really exposed a lot about him, have you?
No.
So what?
Okay, that's boring as hell, Modine's best friend. But I will give that a share.
Yeah. No. There are certain clips. Unfortunately, it's a very long interview, so there are certain clips that you want to get into, and then just clip those bits, especially about the stuff he likes to do with certain rubber objects.
Modine, have you heard the word Dajjal before? Have you heard the word Dajjal? Do you know what Dajjal means, Modine?
Dajjal?
It's Modine's friend.
Are you pronouncing it badly?
Dajjal.
I have no idea what that is.
You've never heard the word Dajjal?
I think it must be your American
you're a Muslim?
pronunciation. I think it's your American pronunciation. You probably butchered it.
You're too American, Django. Okay,
Yeah.
Django, you're muted.
You need
What, Django? What? Django, what? Okay, he
come
muted
with the
himself.
Arabic
That's
on
good.
that.
Okay, Modine's best mate. All right, I'm about to kick you off next because I really like that clip. But we're gonna do this next week. We'll go live again, but we might need your information. So send me a message on Instagram or Twitter because I'm gonna need to talk to you about some stuff.
No worries. That is my channel. So yeah, I'll message
Everybody
you.
go follow this channel. What's the channel called?
It's called
Banksy Style.
Banksy Style Live.
Banksy Style Live, and we'll be talking about it later. I'll talk to you later,
Peace.
Modine's best mate. I actually want to talk to you. Hit me up on Instagram.
I will.
Hey, Alex, are you going to be on Fish Tank Part 2?
I think so. I think when they come back up with it, I think I kind of have an open invite to be a part of the future ones, according to Jet Neptune and Sam. So yeah, I'm definitely going to partake because I'm a reality show person. So like they were very appreciative of some of the ideas and stuff that they came up with. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously their show, but if they'll let me just even collaborate with them a little bit, yeah, I'm all about it.
What was it like being on there?
It was insane. It was crazy. It was like a reality show. I mean, exactly like a reality show. I lived in one called the Glass House. Similar to that. I mean, it wasn't as high budget, but it was a lot edgier and crazier than those. So it was very stressful because I was constantly worried. I was kind of like one of the quote unquote bullies or whatever in the house. That's what I was, a freeloader, right? And my job was kind of to make it bad. But dude, they were firecrackers too. I mean, Josie was great. Letty was great. Like they wanted to fuck with me back. So it was a little stressful at night. I was always worried if they're going to throw a dildo covered in ranch dressing or something like that. All right, Joey C's back. Joey C, what the heck? We're about to wrap up the stream. I just want to give everybody a last closing words.
I just came on to see if you needed help with that guy that was making those threats to you. That's all. I was going to get out your back here. That's all,
Joey, I appreciate that. I need you, man. Thank you so much for having my back. That means the world to me. I got your back too, Joey C.
I got you, brother. Don't worry. Anytime you need me, you
Anti-Joey C. No more anti-Joey C hate in this chat. I always got your back. All right, Joey, I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to slowly go through. But shout out your podcast before you go.
The Joey C show on YouTube. It's Overnight with Joey C. Check us out. We're live tomorrow at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. Go check them out. All right. I love you, Joey C. I'll talk to you soon,
Thank
man.
you, brother. Thank you.
All right. Peace. All right, Sweaty Spaghetti. Now we're going to kick off everybody one by one. I like Sweaty Spaghetti. I didn't like him at first, but then I actually like him. He's very chill and cool and relaxed. What's happening with you, brother?
Not a lot. Honestly, the main reason I was checking in is I know you're on the front lines a lot, and I know you don't necessarily cover a lot of Canadian politics, but with the Trudeau divorce and stuff, I kind of had a theory, and I thought you might, on the front lines, might have picked up on some of it. But I noticed he's been spending a lot of time with drag queens right before the divorce. So I was wondering if you'd seen anything out there on the protests on the picket line, if Trudeau's made any appearances.
Well, it's funny you say that because let's say Trudeau, if he came out and said, you know what, I was living a lie, I'm a homosexual, it would only help his political standings. Like it'd probably only make him more popular and more likable, especially to like the global world community. So like, do I think that he is a homosexual? Probably. Because have you ever seen that video of him talking about his brother dying and how he basically didn't care and was like, oh, my dumb brother shouldn't have been out? Do you know the video I'm talking about?
I haven't seen that video.
Let me pull it up. Trudeau talking about brother. I mean, dude, this clip is terrible. It's like right after it happened. It's going viral. This clip is going viral on like TikTok or Instagram. That's where I saw it. Trudeau. Let me see. Talking about brother. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I gotta go to upload date. Yeah, he's like, oh, this is it. Okay, hold on. Present. Share screen. Watch this video. Share audio.
Home and play chess and Nintendo, he would have been fine. But he chose to go out there, and that's what made the difference.
There was something familiar about the self-confidence of the man at the podium and about the smile of his mother, who hasn't smiled much since her youngest son
That's his
was
mom.
swept away.
That's his mom, like him doing an interview talking about her dead son. When she's like sitting there smiling, there's something so weird, but let's watch this.
By an avalanche.
If Michelle had decided to stay home and play chess and Nintendo, he would have been fine. But he chose to go out there, and that's what made the difference.
Look how weird his mom is being. Like his mom, they're talking about her dead son, and she's like,
Michelle had decided to.
Like, I mean, I was affectionate with my mom. Don't get me wrong. I think we all should be affectionate with our moms, especially in a time of need. But like, look how their body language and stuff, how she's like smiling, talking about that other brother. It's just, this gives me weird vibes. Now, this is the context. A young Trudeau talking about his Django. Where are you, Django? Gosh. All right.
I'm at my house.
I unmuted you. Stay muted, Django.
I'm at my house.
I know, but you're watching this on some ghetto Android phone. If you could go afford an iPhone, like Pimp on a Blimp, you could actually watch the show right. Yeah, I know you're not on an iPhone because none of your shit works right. Mute. All right. Watch this, Justin Trudeau.
To stay home and play chess and Nintendo, he would have been fine. But he chose to go out there, and that's what made the difference.
There was something familiar about the self-confidence of the man at the podium and about the smile of his mother, who hasn't smiled much since her youngest son was swept away by an avalanche.
If Michelle had decided to stay home and play chess and Nintendo, he would have been fine.
I mean, look at her. Hold on. Look at her eyes. Why doesn't it short? Let me rewind.
But he chose to go out there.
Like, she's like smiling, talking about her dead son. I mean, it's just insane.
Alex, if you put the URL in another tab, it like plays like a regular video, and you can. I think you have to right click on the actual short. That's how I do it.
I don't even give a damn. Okay, stop sharing. I don't give a damn. Oh, We Are Change in the chat. We love We Are Change. Thank you, Luke. We got a ad moderator. That's awesome, dude. That's actually a Pimp on a Blimp. Luke Rudkowski, you know him. All right. Okay. Trudeau's like laughing with his mom about their dead brother and her dead son. Weird as fuck. So who was asking about who brought that up? Sweaty Spaghetti, you brought that up. So is Trudeau gay? Probably so. And him and Barack Obama are probably doing anal right now on Epstein Island.
Well, not bad. You're right, though. Maybe if they campaigned on that, that could get him another win here these days, especially in Canada.
You know it's going to help because the only people that don't like him are the people in Calgary, I can't even say it, that are in oil and gas. Like they don't, those are the only straight people in all of Canada. I mean, are you homosexual? Because most of Canada is gay. You're heterosexual, right? Are you homosexual?
Yeah. No, I'm in Edmonton, which is right by Calgary, but Edmonton.
Yeah, see, you're in the non-gay zone. Yeah, you guys are all straight.
Edmonton's getting iffy.
I mean, but they go to Montreal. They got to speak French. You got to eat a croissant, stuff a croissant up another guy's asshole just to get into a restaurant. I mean, dude, it's crazy what's going on in Canada, and I love it, and I'm all about it, and that's great for the people watching this. We love it. We need more gay Canada. Thank you, Canada, for being a gay icon in the Gay Country Awards. You're the number one gayest country, so thank you. We're number 2. I think Tel Aviv is number 3. All right, we love you, dude. All right, Sweaty Spaghetti, we're gonna let you go, and then Django is next, and then I'm muting Django. Okay, Sweaty Spaghetti, you need to call in again. $2 super chat from Corn Pop. All right, Sweaty, we love you, dude.
Viruses are just dead cells under a microscope.
Shut up! No, oh my gosh, Django!
He was.
Django! Jimmy, why are you gonna let Django talk like that, dude?
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, dude, George, our director, he went and saw Messi tonight. They played in Dallas.
Yes.
Dude, those tickets are like thousands of dollars. I wonder.
Well, he probably got the cheapest ticket and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure he got in for under that. I doubt he paid $2,000 to take his son to a soccer game, but what do I know? I mean, I could be wrong, but I doubt that. I did see those tickets. Some were $13,000.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay. All right.
Darth Frantic, I'm really sorry about that. That like really sucks.
Don't be like that, Jimmy. I'm sorry about some of the shit you do too, Darth. And I know you're very empathetic to a lot of the mistakes that Jimmy makes. So just take his sorriness. No, just disregard anything Jimmy says.
Please. Well, and this live stream is a great way to connect with fans. And I mean, because of this thing, once I recover, I'll go back to work and fly to places. But
you better get your ass back to work. No, seriously, Darth, because I don't care. Unless you are dead, you better be freaking working, dude. Because I have a no tolerance zone. I don't care if I want. As a matter of fact, I want all my employees to be on the brink of death. I think that's the only time that we can actually be creative. That's what they say. They say you see your whole life before you die. So I think in order for us to be creative, you have to. It comes from pain, right? A lot of my stuff. When I started to get famous, there's a loss of my mother. I had so much pain. So you almost need that pain. You need to internalize it and then capitalize on it by, letting it be a force for good and not a force for evil and victimhood. But you're not a victim. You're a pimp on a blimp. You're on here.
And you gave me a little something to do before surgery, editing stuff. You recognized it. You actually did. So that was cool. And Tim.
We got a lot more stuff too. I got you to do. Okay, so before you go, I'm going to kick off Double C. Double C, what the heck, Double C? What do you want to tell the people before we end the stream?
9 years ago, I was homeless, and I went from homeless to janitor to my dream job in 4 years flat, and I worked my butt off. And it was one of the best things that ever happened to me because, just learned a ton of stuff that you can't put on a resume. And it makes you emotionally resilient. Like, what we're missing in this country is emotional resiliency, that toughness to, take hits, make good friends who believe in you, and I bounce back.
Double C, that's beautiful, dude. I mean, I'm not just saying that. I know we joke around, but life gives you lemons. We got to figure out a way to make lemonade, and I think that's a perfect example of that. If you work hard, see, this is another thing is there's a lot of people out there that have the work ethic, but they get distracted with drugs or alcohol or girls or this or that. It's not even that they don't even want to work hard. It's just that they're distracted. And I think for you, what were you? Did you have problems with drugs and alcohol? And I'm sure you kicked it, or what made you kind of change your life?
No drugs or alcohol. I knew that those two things weren't going to help me recover. I mean, you get wasted. You're going to wake up.
When you were homeless. I'm saying when you were homeless, so you were drinking and getting messed up, I'm guessing, right?
No, not at all. Because it's a really crazy story.
What? An ex-wife left you? What happened? It had to do something with a girl then. It had to be a girl.
Oh, yeah, it was. It started out with
I know it. See, it's either drugs or a hoe. I know this for sure. I'm in the bail bond business. And every great man's downfall is a piece of punene that just had his brain and, they had mind control.
At my absolute worst, I was sleeping in my truck in Minneapolis through 20 below zero. I met a girl that she was blind in her left eye, and I couldn't walk away and do anything because that's how I was treated at the time. So I offered to pray with her. And I said, hey, it's going to require touch. She was like, okay. And I put my hand on her face and I was like, hey, God, like you've done this before. You're the great physician. And I took my hand off her face and I was like, how's it looking? And she leans over and she goes, I can see. It's blurry, but I can see.
Wait, double
Yeah,
C,
for real,
double
dude.
C. Now you're Jesus Cristo. I don't know
Oh,
about this,
hey,
Jesus
hey,
Cristo.
Alex,
Is
don't
that
get
what
better,
the C
dude.
stands for?
Senor
Christ?
Jesus.
Is that what the C stands for? Christ?
Hey,
Oh my
Alex.
gosh!
Hey, Alex, story gets crazier yet, bro. I saw her a week later and I was like, hey, how's the eye doing? And she turns around, she goes, I've been looking for you all week. I go, what happened? She goes, well, I just got out of the optometrist. I used to wear glasses before all that stuff happened. I'm like, you're not wearing glasses. She goes, I'm 20/20 in both eyes. Because I experienced the impossible at my absolute worst. I went to my truck that night and I was like, all right, God, like whatever this journey is going to take me on, I'm all in. I'm not going to take any easy ways out. I'm going to see this through. Previously, I had a dream that I was in Washington, D.C., and I knew God was sending me to D.C. somehow. So while I worked as a janitor for 3 years, I applied to 1,300 jobs. Everybody told me no, except for one, and I'm in D.C. now.
Are you cleaning toilets at the Pentagon?
No. No,
Dude, I want to do, I would love to clean up Chuck Schumer's turds, dude. I would love that, man. Or General Milley, just cleaning the toilet after him. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I experienced God at my absolute worst, and it was like God nudging me, like, hey, you're still on my radar screen. I still believe in you. So there was no excuses. I couldn't give up, and I didn't. It lit a fire under me, dude.
Double C, you're a badass. I might need you to come put hands on Jimmy if you got it. If you have a little time to come to Dallas, he's got a lot of stuff. And you can touch hands on Brendan on Darth Frantic. We have a couple people we might need to touch hands on, as they say in the Pentecostal world.
Well, don't they say like everything gets bigger in Texas? So he doesn't need me.
Oh, I don't know. Some people are saying now you're a federal informant, FBI agent coming here to try to agent provocateur the stream.
No,
Lisa's saying that. She's a mod. Lisa knows stuff. Lisa, why would Lisa be lying? Am I sharing my screen or something?
I think
Jimmy's
okay. He moved to Texas and everything gets bigger in Texas, or it should.
Yeah.
Jimmy is not okay. Jimmy has a lot. He's about to have a baby. He is stressed. He's been he's been napping at work, drinking at work. The other day he drank at work. It was actually one of his best shows. Why haven't you drank since that show, Jimmy?
I'm almost out of whiskey. I had a little before the Jimmy Dore show, but like that made me talk too loud and I was actually disruptive. So.
Yeah, you were talking loud as shit, Jimmy.
Oh,
yeah. Next time you want to get drunk before the show, shut your fucking mouth when you talk.
Yeah. No, I had to forget. I forgot how loud it is when I.
Jimmy's like, we can't get anything working. And I'm trying to hear the guests, and all I can hear is Jimmy in one ear. It's like, Jimmy, shut up. I got Jimmy Dore on the damn show, and all I can hear is Jimmy farting in the background about Lord knows what.
It was funny because Jimmy Dore was talking really fast.
Darth Frantic's talking, Jimmy. Please show
some respect. No, sorry. No, Jimmy talks. No, it's funny because Jimmy Dore was great, and Jimmy Dore is talking like 100 miles per hour. Then you just hear I gotta turn off my camera for a second.
All right, Darth. Okay, Darth, let's just say goodbye to Darth. Well, I guess maybe we'll wait to kick him off at the end. Okay, Double C, you're not a federal FBI bureau investigator, and you're not going to arrest Jimmy for having some of the same stuff that Michael Jackson had, are you?
No.
I'll take it. All right, Double C, tell the people where they can find you. Do you have like a way of finding you? Because I'm sure some of these people want to freaking connect with your ass.
Let's see. At Leading Easy 396.
I like that. All right, Jimmy, mark that down because we're gonna check if his Twitter history, if he really stormed the Capitol or not. You didn't storm the Capitol, did you, Double C? Okay.
No.
All right, you gotta go then. We only want people to storm the Capitol. All right. Don't worry about it. He didn't storm. He's not allowed to be part of our crew. We only deal with people that storm on this crew. Darth, are you willing to storm the set or storm some shit with us? Because we storm Barstool, we storm SAG-AFTRA, we storm Planned Parenthood. There's not a place we don't storm. Apple Store, we storm.
Dallas World News.
I wish I lived closer. I mean, if you're ever in Chicago, I'll be all up for it.
Darth Frantic, I was literally in Chicago 5 days ago. My wife.
Yeah, I saw on your Instagram 5 days ago. You were at Wrigley Field.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah. Why didn't you do? You should have linked up with him, Jimmy. Why the
But that's
hell
right
did
when
you
we
not
get,
link
that,
up?
yeah, that's right when Alex saw my stuff. So you were gone to Estonia too.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I wish
going
you would have
either.
stayed in Estonia. Okay, Darth Frantic, I love you, dude. You're the man,
thanks.
the best editor. We want you to get better. I want you to keep messaging us with updates. We gotta give an update on the show, real show, not just a Pimp on a Blimp, fun podcast. And thank you. Even though your butthole just got cut out, you still have better energy than Brandon and Jimmy combined. You even have a better outlook. You're smiling more. You seem more upbeat.
I've been waiting for this for months just to get through with it because this is the last surgery I need for this thing. So, yeah.
Man, ask any of those doctors if they can give a free lobotomy to Jimmy, if they'll do a back, where they'll just cut out a little part of his brain, the part that doesn't listen. That's the part that needs to be taken out. The part. I would like to Tesla if we could get like a neural link and I could just control Jimmy's brain. See if there's anything like that going on at that hospital in the secret. There's always a secret floor. You go to the elevator, press all the buttons, and whatever floor doesn't open, that's the floor where they're doing that testing. So trust me, I know this. I've seen a lot of stuff at a lot of
I
hospitals.
mean, you could check it out sometime. Just come in.
I'll see you in Chicago. We're gonna eat some Chicago dogs. Mine are vegan. Yours are gonna be probably regular. Mine are unleaded, but we're gonna have a good time nonetheless. All right, I love you, Darth. You're the man.
Thank you.
See you later.
Thanks for having me.
All right, Darth's the man. Okay, fellas. We got to end the stream. We did over 2 hours. Can we keep the stream up, or do we think we did anything? I mean, we had the Muhammad Atta guy doing Blueface, but that's
probably fine. You shut up, Django, quick enough, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything too crazy. I mean, he just looked like a weirdo, Muhammad.
And then Django said some stuff, and we just want to say we agree with everything the CDC says. We love the WHO, World Health Organization, every guideline and guardrail that they put in place, we are going to follow and listen to, and that the experts know much more than Jimmy, me, Brandon, Django, everybody else combined. They know, we don't. Michael Jackson was innocent, though, but you guys don't want to agree with that. But Jaronism's in the chat, and I sent Jaron the link so he could freaking ice wall pill your heads. You guys need to take the ice wall pill, but Jaron didn't hop on. He said something about his computer, but we're going to set it up. We're going to set up that. We need to get that Space Force guy versus Jaron, Jimmy. I want you to work on that this week. Jaron's watching, so he knows. He's in the chat. Space Force versus, what's his name? Matt Lohmeyer?
Matt Lohmeyer, yeah.
You better get ready, Jaron. Matt Lohmeyer says he has 13 stats or some shit like that.
Timothy G just DM'd me a video, and this is the frame of it.
That looks cool. That frame looks badass. I'd love for you to look that cool for 5 seconds. He has a do-rag. He has like all black glass. Like that, he looks badass. I mean, I'm mad at him right now, and he looks badass right there.
He's like the Darius equivalent of a fan of yours, like kind of a mystery. How does he exist as a human being? Does he have a job?
Well, Darius is not a fan. He's an employee.
No, he's the fan. He's a fan version of Darius, like in that he's kind of a mystery and very weird, but he adds value to the operation.
Oh, yeah, he's a huge value to the operation. As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for him, this operation would have gone sideways a long time ago. So thank you for that, everything you do. And Django, I know we gave Django a lot of beef, but Django, he helps. He helps out in his own way, in his own sick way. Okay, Brandon, tell the people where they can find you and how they can support you hidden in plain sight on Rumble.
Yeah, go to Rumble because YouTube done gave us our second strike, so we're in timeout for a while. So go to rumble.com, Hidden in Plain Sight podcast. At the hidden.
You honestly should start streaming on Rumble till that first original strike comes up.
We'll probably be on Rumble for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, because it's 90 days, I believe, or 60 days. I forget which one it is, but
it's a full 90. Yeah.
Yeah, I would wait. I would honestly just wait and not upload. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just because you're on such a thin ice.
I'd follow us on Rumble. We're gonna get kicked off YouTube sooner or later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Somebody said, Alex, you give Darius that car. No, I tried to ask Darius. I asked Darius if he wanted an old Jeep Cherokee that I have. It's a very inexpensive car. It's probably worth $2,000 max. Said I'd pay for the insurance for the first 6 months. I'd get him liability. And he doesn't even want it. And Jaron and Darius is a globehead. So, come on, Darius. We got to get Darius. We got to get Darius on the ice wall train. All right, Jimmy, you work on this. Jaron versus Matt Lohmeyer. We got to set that up. Hey, Spiro's in the chat. Hey, Spiro, you didn't hear the pod earlier. After spending the weekend with Modine, he's slow-mo. He's not all the way there. So, there's probably a lot of autistic people that could beat me up. But if I was to beat him up, it would be like beating up a disabled person. So this is probably better in the end. Now I'm going to have to fight a much tougher opponent. I had a slam dunk victory set up for myself, and I ruined that. Typical of me. And now I'm going to have to fight probably a much more experienced fighter and get hurt. Or even if I win, I'm going to take on a lot more damage. So, that's kind of what I'm going through. So I'm not really happy with my fight career. It's kind of just getting off to a bad start. And then on top of that, the same promotion that put on my fight was doing the Jake Paul fight in Dallas. And I saw other fighters they gave ringside seats to, and that would have been me. I would have been eligible for those ringside seats had I not messed things up.
Yeah.
You live and you learn. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. I'm not going to sit here and be a victim. I did this all myself. I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes, but I appreciate the diehards that are riding with Primetime Alex Stein, because life's a roller coaster. You guys need to stick with me through the ups, stick with me through the downs, stick with me through the smooth parts and the bumpy ones. And I appreciate you all for that. All right, Jimmy, what do you want to say before we go?
I am really excited for JP Sears and Mark Dice.
Potentially, we're going to be doing it live this Wednesday. I'd like to see in the chat. Potentially, we're going to be going live from City Hall on Wednesday. What do you guys think about another live episode? But we're going to have better microphones, so the mics are going to be better.
Are there any bits you want to do with JP Sears and Darius?
We need to do something weird. We need to do something bizarre as hell. We need to freak JP out. I mean, I love JP. I'm just saying we need to do something to be like, dude, that was crazy. Because he does it all. He wears, he does all these crazy sketches and stuff. He has a sense of humor, but we need to push the boundaries.
Okay, I'm just gonna pick a trending story from Monday, and we're gonna do some weird Darius themed skit based on that, and get JP's opinion.
Okay, we need to use Darius and get him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's good. Oh, somebody said Darius and Whiteface. That'd be kind of funny.
Is it? I think I said that before.
I think you have said that. I don't know if did you say Whiteface?
Yeah, Whiteface for Darius.
Do they have a? Okay.
Jaronism just said, let's do tag team. JVT joins the Space Force guy, and then I'll take Lauren Compton. Oh, that's what Jaron.
Lauren Compton's new podcast is blowing up.
Yeah,
Jaron,
too cool for us.
Be on the lookout. We're gonna have a battle for the ages, debate for the ages, and we also need to have a debate which is better, natural butthole or a trans person's butthole. I think somebody in the chat said that. I kind of like that. Well, because you'd want to know the difference, because a trans person. I mean, that's a question that I think we'd all need to know.
No, that's a philosophical quandary. I think we can get into that pretty deep.
Yeah. Oh, and people are talking about Freemasons. We do need to go to a Freemason lodge, Jimmy. We need to go live from a Freemason lodge. Everybody seemed to like that. And we also need to go to an Apple store again here in North Park and act a fool again.
You need to bring that kid with you. Who is
I can get Gabe. I can get Gabe. That's my buddy's son. Yeah, I can get Gabe. He loved it. He
messing with my dad.
Gabe was great. Gabe was great. Jaron saying race Olympics too. No, we barely got away with the first one. I'm burping. That was a weak burp. All right. Well, I guess, is there anything else we want to say before we end the stream?
I think we're good, dude. Go sign up to my fucking channel, because YouTube's being gay.
Okay. All right. Okay. The YouTube's being great. All right. Brandon's gone. All right. Gosh, dude. We love YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, so much for allowing us to be on your great platform. You are the best technological company to ever exist. If it wasn't for your presence, I would be destitute, a lot like how Double C was before he healed that woman with the blindness in her eye. So please, YouTube, if you're watching this, please bless us like Double C blessed that woman. Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, that's been our show. We love you guys. Peace. Good night.